Hello and welcome back to King's Campaign number 2, Curse of the Dragon Goddess, with my lovely friends. Where we last left off, the party was talking to a Knight of Justice, a mysterious figure by the name of Leosin Orlanthar. He is a half-elf, and he is with the faction. They are noble heroes who go around the world simply solving their problems because they feel like it. He told them he has been tracking the Cult of the Dragon for some time now, and he was concerned they were going to hit the village of Greenhurst. Well, before he could make any sort of move himself, he was ambushed and attacked by them. Around that time, that is when the village fell under siege, and the players intervened. The players then struck up a deal with this fella. He offered them 100 gold each if they would track the cult themselves while he called in his reinforcements, and to just simply get a good chunk of information on the cult, where they are going, what they are planning, as much as you could get, possibly. It is during this time they found some stragglers of the cult not yet heading back to their camp. Through talking to these figures, the party made the ingenious idea of splitting up, leading to the shocking reveal that Spaztok, the giant metallic warforged, his chest opening up and revealing a small kobold inside by the name of Pilot, who is the true controller of Spaztok. He, along with Daniel, who admitted he is not the warrior that Spaztok thought he was, but instead just a friend of this figure, they set out to follow the cult, infiltrate, and basically claim that they are of their side. Of course, it would be helpful to speak Draconic to the various kobolds, as it seems there is some distance between them and the more human and elven members of the cult. And so, of course, Daniel, being able to speak this language, was helpful here. The kobold in the party does not speak Draconic, and he willingly chose not to admit this because he just wanted to be helpful in no way.
I'm back.
None of my homies see race here.
But wait, it gets better. While these two idiots are now trapped within the camp confines of the cult, with Talus the White threatening to murder them unless they can prove who the quote-unquote traitor they know of is, the other three members were making the smart decision to head back to Greenhurst and inform Leosin of things. And then they made the not smart decision of chasing after a goblin in the woods, because they fought some goblins earlier, and one of them happened to steal some money, and, you know, being the wise individual he was, Edison said, I'm not going to put up with that. We'll find him when we find him. But being the instigator that she is, Zalia said, that could be the goblin right there. So, like a madman, Edison tore off in the dark woods with no idea of where he was running, successfully killing the goblin, realizing that is not the one they needed. The actual goblin that had the money was behind them, and he led them through a hedge. And guess what? They killed him too. And then they all fell through holes in the ground, and I'm not even recapping anymore, I'm just saying this is what these people do. They fell, and now they are trapped by the goblins, because they somehow thought it'd be a good idea to give pursuit. So now it is nighttime. Daniel, you and your newly discovered kobold associate are sitting in the camp of the Cult of the Dragon right now, without a clue that you might arguably be less screwed than your other companions are.
Somehow.
Yes. So in this moment, as my brain tries to process everything that happened still, and that I just spoke, tell me what is going on with the two of you. It hasn't been long enough. Tell me what's going on with the two of you.
Okay, so when we had last left off, Pilot and I were making our way towards this little kobold encampment down here.
Yes.
And as we are walking down there, Daniel is going to look over to Pilot and, of course, only talk loud enough so that he can hear him. Alright, it's not exactly foolproof, but I do have a plan of sorts. Although, before we go through any of this, we need to get a message out of here. I can't exactly guarantee that any of this is going to work, and if it doesn't, we need to get our party members and hopefully that Knight of Justice and whatever reinforcements he can gather here as quickly as possible. I have something that might be able to help, but I also need to make sure I can do it in a place where nobody is going to be able to see me.
And
You
with
got
that,
a
I
mystery.
do. Oh, go ahead.
No, you did. You were about to do something.
I was basically gonna ask if looking around, if I could find like a place that looks pretty quiet and away from prying eyes, King.
Okay. Let's see. I should warn you, you are in a camp with dozens of cultists. So
Yes,
that's a bit
I'm aware of
troublesome.
that.
So a place away from prying eyes. Let's take a look and spin the wheel. I mean, you can go like over in this mountainy area. I mean, people might still notice you, but they're not gonna have any idea what you're doing. You'll be shadows in
Yeah.
the
Well, is there
distance.
anybody like in the tent? Is there anybody like in the tent? Like you could maybe crawl inside the tent for a minute.
Yeah, I guess that could work.
If you would like to take that risk, you're more than welcome to.
Look, can we like hear anybody inside? I'm assuming
Which
I'm
tent?
here.
The
I
one
don't
right
see my
next to you?
icon, but-
Yeah, we could
Yeah, I'm
probably-
assuming I'm close, but yeah, is there? Can we hear like anybody in? Like somebody maybe like, doing stuff?
As far as you are aware, there is no one inside the tent.
All right, well, it's up to you.
This is painful.
Tell me about it.
But
I myself, I'm very good at making judgment calls. However, this
Oh
time I
yes,
believe
no,
it's up to
clearly. Yeah, I don't want to be indecisive. Yeah, let's. You know what? I'll peek. No, I don't want to peek because we got too many people fucking watching us. If I could just, if only we had a dragon-like character who could speak Draconic that could talk to the other fucking kobolds that are there and keep them away from me. But
crazy.
no,
Yeah,
that's,
if only.
Hold on. I need to look and see if there's anything I can do here that might help. All right, fuck it, we ball. Yeah, let's head into this. Let's head into this tent right here, me and Pilot, and just see what we find first.
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. Before I go in, because I don't want to look suspicious to these kobolds that are here, I do want to come up and talk to them. Actually.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll move about right here to, I guess, this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk to this guy.
They look a little iffy about you as you walk up, and he doesn't even say anything. He just looks up at you.
Yeah. So in Draconic, I'll be speaking to him.
Apologies for intruding. Me and my, well, I guess I could call him a prisoner, but something tells me we're a lot more alike.
As I'm gesturing for Pilot over there.
We wanted a place to settle down. We've been noticing how you guys have been treated here, and, well, let's just say I don't exactly agree with it.
His eyes get a little wide listening to you. I'm surprised you speak our language, he says in Draconic.
I'm a man of study, or at least I used to be back in my younger years. I was always fascinated by other languages, and to be honest, I've always been fascinated by dragons and their kind. I suppose that's at the end of the day why I decided to come here and help the cults.
Well, you have found the right lot to put yourselves in with. I don't know why he's British. You have chosen well. We serve the dragons willingly, and we serve. And he looks over at the humanoids. Their kind as well, less willingly.
You guys don't get a lot of respect around here, do you?
We're seen as cannon fodder. No.
No, are the ones who comes from dragons. The ones we, as the cult, consider to be the original gods. That doesn't seem right to me, don't you think?
Indeed, it's not by choice. We put ourselves and all our resources in with these people because, well, Severin, he's the only one that made any sense. He's the only one that actually can speak our language, it seems.
Severin. I've heard that name several times now. Do you know who he is exactly?
Oh, you have not? Well, I shouldn't blame you. Not everyone here is even a full-fledged member yet. Many are new initiates working towards full acceptance. Many others are simply just mercenaries hired to bolster the defenses. You must be new as well. Yes, Severin. He is the wise human leader. He is the only one that brings the dragons and the people together. And because of him and his plans, finally we can be on top.
Well, it sounds like I'd like to meet him pretty soon.
And I'll kind of look at some of the other tents that are around.
By the way, do you have a unoccupied tent that me and this other kobold could use for a bit?
Well, it's not lights out just yet. There is a curfew, so most people are probably outside of their tents. You could probably just ask somebody for one. I mean, you're welcome to use one of ours if you so wish, but it's kind of messy in there.
That's quite all right.
And then,
And,
like, one
yeah,
behind him just walks by and, like, shits without, like, doing anything. Like, 'cause they are animalistic and they don't care. So, yeah, he just walks by, poops, and then he looks back at you and he's like, that's not a good representation of our character, but you get the point.
I'm gonna utter under my breath, hot.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
That,
Wild kobold, man. I love how that's what I come back to.
With that, I'll be like,
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
and I'm gonna motion for Pilot to follow me into this tent right here.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I was gonna move you guys like over there. Okay, there you're in the tent. Also, Daniel, since you walk in first, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, no.
no. Oh no. Oh no. That's only 12.
Nope, you don't see it. You step in the kobold dung, and you fall on your ass, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from falling on your ass.
That's so funny.
God damn it.
sort of snigger, just looking at him, sniggering.
I guess I should have seen that coming.
All right. Anyways, after we're both inside of the tent,
All right. Let me get this.
here, actually, let me talk about this. So what I plan to do, I have the Find Familiar spell.
Okay.
I need to take an hour to cast the ritual that allows me to gain that service. So that's what I'm going to use the cover of the tent for.
Okay.
And just kind of looking at Pilot, I'll be like,
Make sure you're watching to make sure nobody comes in and bothers me while I'm doing this.
Okay, I will stand on guard. Yes, that's what I shall do.
okay. And then
Will stand on guard.
yeah. So can you just
Yep.
tell me if anybody comes up? If so, I will just go ahead and break the ritual, so that way we're not going to get caught doing this.
Okay.
But if all goes well, then I'll have the service of a hawk familiar.
Okay. Some time goes by. So is Sketchy, are you like sitting like outside the doorway to be safe? To like keep watch?
I am like cross-eyed, like just legs crossed on the ground, looking around, just watching people go by.
Okay. For a good while, there's not much. Eventually, though, you do notice there is a guy in the distance. He's walking around making his rounds. He's kind of setting people to their tents as the night progresses onward. So some of these guys are starting to.
Oh, sorry,
go in there.
hang on.
Huh?
Hang on. I've just noticed something. This is really weird. I've just looked at your stream, and I can see that you see my character token, but I do not. He is invisible to me.
Yeah, to me as well.
What? You guys
I
don't
can-
see him?
What?
I don't
I
see
can see
Pilot
him
now.
just
I do.
fine.
Wait,
I
what?
can't.
I do
I
not.
can see Pilot
do
perfectly
not
fine.
see him.
I can't.
I
Pilot
can't
is
see him
gone.
either.
Yeah, he's gone on mine as well.
What the hell?
I just happened to look at your Twitch stream and I see myself, but whenever I look at my Roll20, I don't.
Yeah, no, I've reloaded the page as well. Now it's not showing up. It's only Daniel.
Okay.
That's odd.
Invisible
I
pilot.
thought you.
Oh,
you
the
didn't have him
fucking
because
site
I
does
thought it
this
was
sometimes.
just-
It deletes shit. I hate this. This is why
Oh,
Roll20
that's
sucks.
fine.
Hang on, give me a second.
I thought you didn't have me because I thought, oh, look, me and Daniel are just kind of traveling together.
No,
'cause
I
he's
see
like
in the
holding
side
me or
here,
whatever.
your name is like I don't know why it does this. It like doesn't recognize the image. Hang on a second. Fucking.
It's weird though that I can see him.
I
Yeah,
don't
what?
know.
Yeah. Are you
Okay.
using
Like
like a
some
different
bird
browser?
thing?
I'm using. Oh god.
Oh my god, he's there.
Can you see him now? Can you?
Yeah, we can
he's
see him.
there.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay. Here, let me do that.
I
Fast attack.
can't-
I don't have
I'm
perms
using
to move him,
I'm
though.
using Opera GX,
I do
by
now.
the way.
Okay, I don't know.
For some reason, I lost Zalia's token as well, so I'm gonna have to pull that back in at some
I mean, we're
point,
not
but-
here right now anyway, so...
No, I know. I just
That's related.
I can see that it's like fucking invisible on this thing. Like it literally does. It says there's no picture. So what if I do this?
Y'all should use Bing like me.
Oh god.
That's not the
I'm
problem.
gonna
That's
I'm
not
gonna
even
kindly
Microsoft
ask you. Please leave the call.
Don't scratchy.
All right. Anyways,
Detected.
as he's doing this, Pilot, you notice this this guy. He's telling people to get inside their tents and everything. He's doing his rounds, and he's coming over, and he sees you sitting there. Oh, hell's with it. Inspection time.
Does he say it in common?
Yeah. He don't speak Draconic.
I'm gonna sort of looking around, really troubled. Are like all the other kobolds? Are they going inside or?
Yeah, some of them are. Yeah, some of them start to move in. He's like, inside your tents. We're keeping a watch out.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna sort of just stumble in.
Okay. You do see him go inside this tent. There's Kobold in here, and he starts like looking around in there, so that might be a little worrying. Aha! And he comes out with like food in his hand. No extra rations. I don't care what the hell you have to say, and he just like he boots it on the schnoz like back into the tent.
Wait, where's he looking right now? He's walking that way, so I
Yeah,
suppose
he's
looking
heading
that.
this way, so you have a little time, but he's going from tent to tent.
I'm gonna walk here. I'm just gonna walk outside of this tent as quickly as I can. He's looking this way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will shit right in front of this tent.
What the fuck?
Valid, I guess.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
where I thought that was going.
Nope.
You hear the kobolds in the tent next to you like start sniffing at the air. And they're like arguing with each other now because they smell that. So
Okay, I'm gonna. Do they don't see me? No.
no, they haven't noticed you yet.
No. Okay. Okay. How many actions does it take to shit?
We'll just say you do it, okay? And
Okay,
now
I'm
now the
gonna-
guy's
I'm gonna
like
do
this
that,
way.
Okay, I'm racing back to the tent. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna. They're inspecting the tents. I don't know how I can do about that. Help.
How much time do we have?
5,
5 what?
4,
Fuck you.
3.
You there? Get back in there. And so he's doing his rounds.
Okay.
I'll say before you
By
stop the
time-
ritual.
By the time
Before
he's getting closer, I'm gonna kind of go 1.9,
Oh, geez.
1.8.
He's like just got an eye peeking out, yeah. Eventually, you do hear, oh, for the love of all that is Eos. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh God, it's everywhere.
1.7.
No. Oh, oh no, I think I got some in my mouth. No. What do you bastards eat? I don't get paid enough for this. And he walks away.
I think that I
2.7, 2.9.
yeah.
What the hell did you do?
Skills.
Skills.
Just skills.
I don't even want to know.
No, you do not.
All right. Well, continue on as if nothing happened. All right.
I can't believe I went through with that, but it's fine.
I
What a
guess
guy,
you
thank you,
do
Kay.
too.
Attaboy.
No, Reno, I don't want to... Ew, no, I don't want to look
We
at that.
love a DM who
Yeah,
gets
I've
into
scrolled
character.
up in the chat as well, so I don't have to see that.
Gosh. All right. Time goes by, blah, blah, blah. Let me find a hawk that I can give you. That's not what I meant.
Do you need another hawk as well?
Tee hee.
Shut up.
Hilarious.
Comedy gold right here.
Okay.
We're here every Sunday.
Let's see. We got owl. We got wolves. That doesn't help me.
You just see a spectral wolf just fly into the air.
Okay. Yeah. Really. All right.
You know
Like,
what?
he poses
If
through
it's
the
gotta be an,
sky,
if it's gotta be an
Gmod
owl,
style.
that's fine.
It'll be an eagle. That's closer. So.
Close enough. That's
yeah.
fine. I don't really.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest. I was half expecting like the bear just to appear again and like have that.
Okay. I'm not that bad.
We missed the bear.
We missed the bear.
He was the best
He's been in
character.
2 campaigns now. He's gonna show up for a 3rd and make the trifecta.
No. Anyway, we have too many run-on characters already. So,
This is
anyways.
facts.
All right. So a hawk, quote unquote, appears. It just it like pops into existence once the ritual's done.
All right. Your name is now Mike Hawk. All right. I'm kidding. All right. Now that that has been summoned, I'm going to write a letter. King, I will actually send you exactly what the letter contains, so that way you have the wording of it.
Lovely.
Bink. There's that.
Okay.
And so I write that letter and roll it up into like a scroll-like thing, give it to the hawk, and speak to her.
Dahlia, find our party members at the keep. If you can't find them, find Leosin. Come back as soon as you can. But don't get noticed.
I don't know. I'm turning that name off. That was just a joke, but all right.
I'll be like, fuck, I guess.
Shoots out. All right.
Okay, we love that. We love the eagle.
Okay, part 1 done. Now, let's get into what we actually need to do.
So you said the guy was making his rounds because curfew is getting close, right?
Yeah, he's basically telling people to get inside their tents now.
Okay. How close is curfew, would you say? How much time?
You have
say is left?
minutes. You have minutes. Like people are
Minutes,
going
okay.
into their thing, so
Okay. For just if I was gonna say for just this moment, I want to take a look out and see the state of the camp, who's out standing guard, who's in their tents. Like I want to know numbers of what I'm working with.
okay. Well, give me a second, damn it! Trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
put
take
a,
time, take time.
trying
No
to
He's
put
got
all
to
these
adjust
guys in.
everything accordingly. Look at him.
Okay, no, those guys stay there.
love
They
this
keep
dungeon, man.
guard. That guy, stay. All right. We swap out over there. Couple guys stay on the path. Okay. Yep. And then this guy here, and then that guy goes sleepy bye, and that guy there, and that guy in the tent. Okay, so if they're in the tent, if they're on the tent, they're inside of it. He goes in there. He sits outside. Okay, so you got a couple guys keeping watch on things.
Okay. Let me just take stock of what I'm seeing. Man.
Men.
Exactly.
Men. No, we're not starting this. I have to have some self-control.
Did I watch that kobold in this tent get brought in there?
You heard it, you didn't see
Yeah,
it.
he's the one that got bullied.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was... Okay, so that's kind of what I was originally going to go with, but now things have kind of changed.
You've changed, bro.
You've changed, bro.
Oh boy.
So the cliff face over here, how tall is that?
About 40 feet.
40 feet, huh?
You guys are like in a deep groove here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We do have.
It's a pretty sheer
rope and
cliff face,
pivots.
right?
Yeah, I
To
mean,
get it up there.
it's
even,
like
like,
it's
even
straight
having
up.
open
You know, it'd be
stuff.
pretty hard to climb it. Doable, but really hard.
Doable, but really hard. That makes sense. Let me see. Do I have anything that can help me in that sense? Probably not. No.
Where's
Okay.
pondering?
All right.
Pondering
Yeah.
my word.
It's gonna depend on a few rolls, but this might actually work. I'm gonna look to pilot. Well, yeah. Actually, first things first. I'll look to pilot. I don't suppose you're any good at climbing, are you?
Ha ha ha. I'm all right. I mean, nothing special, I suppose.
Give it to me honestly.
I'm pretty all right. I
to
don't
incite
know what
you.
you want me to say. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm very good at climbing. I can climb with the best of them. Trust me.
Okay, that's all right.
No, you just start
I actually used to be a climbing coach back in the day.
Oh boy.
Smart ass.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I have. Shit. How do I want to do this? I want to. Fuck. I want to fuck.
Same.
I want to wait.
Me too.
Save it for another campaign.
Yeah. I would like
Aw.
to wait a little bit.
Shut up, Reno.
Why should I shut up? What did I do?
It was Julian.
Oh, was it Hawk?
It was me.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Thought it was Reno for a second.
They're both German. It's fine.
We're not. Okay.
German, swamp German,
I'm a swamp German. Don't confuse it, please.
working in harmony.
Okay. Well, this doesn't go exactly with my original plan, but it works out. All right. All right.
I don't want to risk both of us getting caught. Pilot, just stay here for now. I'll explain what I'm doing when I get back.
Okay.
All right. So I will sneakily make my way over to the cliffside here,
Okay.
and I will roll. I'm assuming you'll have me roll acrobatics to try to climb it.
Either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I can't do math. I can't do math. Oh my god. Hello? 22.
22. Okay. So it's not easy. It takes quite a while to find the right footholds. You slide a little bit, but you are eventually just able to get to the top. But bear in mind, the good chunk of time has gone by. Probably longer than
Okay.
you realize. So
That's fine. Honestly, I don't mind that. The more in Daniel's mind, the more time for people like in their tents to be like falling asleep and like getting into sleep, the better. So keeping in mind that anybody could look up at the edge, I'm gonna like seeing the ridge. Obviously, I'm going to follow the ridge this way, but keeping myself out of sight from anybody that could potentially look up above.
okay, while you're
And
up
I'm
there,
gonna-
while you're up there, you should. I'm going to ask you to give me a perception
Oh yeah. I can do that.
perception roll, just to be safe, so you know what's going on.
Yeah, of course. That is 19.
Okay. So, you don't see anything, but you hear a scraping sound and a thud, and you hear it at the base of the cliff that you're on.
The base of the cliff?
Yeah, like you know, you're starting to walk and you're searching around and you hear so it's like over the edge here, down over here.
Okay, can I peek over the edge just stealthily just to make sure nobody's seeing me?
Yes. Nobody's around that you see, so you can just like you're gonna slip over to like about here and look down.
Yeah, just kind of just peek my head over, essentially.
Okay, you peek your head over and you see sitting on the ground Pilot staring up at you.
Oh, you gotta be fucking.
He's private messaging me. Can he just see me down there?
I was a lot better at it. You know, whenever I was coaching, you know, it's not. I've gotten a bit older, admittedly.
He's rubbing his butt cheeks right now. He's in pain.
Okay.
By the way, I rolled a nat 1 on my acrobatics.
God,
That's so funny.
Bro.
I don't even. All right, I'm gonna just. I don't even know how to do this at this point, but I'm going to look down at you, and just with as much authority as I can muster.
Stay in the tent. You are going to get us killed.
Oh man, don't you have like rope or something? Like surely there's something, right?
Fine. And yeah, I'll throw down my fucking 50 feet of rope so he can climb up it.
Okay.
I'm
Bro
gonna
really
grab.
guilted you into doing it.
I'm gonna grab the rope and just look at him.
Oh,
Pull
okay.
me.
Pull me. He ties it around his waist, so you have to like drag him up.
I like tie it around my waist. I do like like the Titanic pose at the front.
Yeah.
I like hold my arms out and look up at him. I'm like,
He wants to fly.
Take me.
Cannot believe that there is a more useless kobold than the ones in these camps.
I'm just gonna start pulling him up.
All right. You pull him up. His feet are like, dangling at the end, flipping up and down, like wee.
By the way, King, I assume I took damage from the fall.
Well, you rolled a nat 1, so you basically just don't even climb it at all. We'll say you take 1
okay.
point of scraping yourself against the wall, so 1 point of damage.
All right.
That'll be nice.
You skinned your knee a little bit.
Yeah,
Got a
basically.
boo boo.
I like completely have over dramatized the me crying.
Yeah.
It's like the Peter Griffin.
How is it possible that you are so intelligent in the ways of building and mechanics and all of these other things, and yet you're probably one of the dumbest people I've met?
I am what you might call constructed differently.
That's another way for saying he's a dumbass, so...
Bro really just said he's built different in D&D.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I am off a bridge beyond your understanding.
Now he sounds like a drunken old man.
Somehow I doubt that. Follow closely behind me. Make sure you don't get
Okay.
seen. Got it?
Okay.
All right, let's keep going then.
Okay. So as you two
So-
walk across the giant map in the corner of the screen, we're just gonna pretend you're walking on flat land for the sake of realism. Where are you going?
Can you visualize
We-
it like an Indiana Jones like playing da 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 da? You know, whenever it skips like the transition scenes that goes across like a big
Yeah, the little dots
Yeah.
following the vehicles.
yeah.
And then you do like a circle. That's not the way we're supposed to go. And then you keep going. Alligator pops out. You get scared. You run up here, and then you go back down.
So the plan is the plan is to head down and right all the way around the ridge to the cliff face above the human prisoners.
Okay. So then we go this way. I'm not doing that again. All right. I mean, you can move yourselves if you want. I was just gonna make it go
Yeah,
quicker,
that's what I'm
but
doing.
okay.
And so we'll get about here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we'll get there. Yeah, so looking over the cliffside, I'm assuming I see the two lovely little guards down here.
Yep, you see a couple of guards, you see all the prisoners. They all look like their clothes are torn, their faces are smudged. They have like pickaxes and stuff around them. They appear to be having worked to the bone, and they are all exhausted.
Cool. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here's my. All right. So I'm gonna look to pilot.
I don't even know why I'm telling you at this. I don't even know why I'm telling you at this point, but fuck it. What I plan to do is I'm going to use magic to put these two guards to sleep. I'm going to then free the human prisoners and get them out of here safely. Once they're out of here safely, the morning comes. I'll be the first to wake up. I'll lead one of the others. I don't know which one yet, but I'll lead one of the others to this area to check on it. I'll see the two guards asleep. I'll see that the prisoners are gone. And we will both, even though you're technically able to sleep, we're going to use him as a scapegoat, saying that that one is the prisoner. Hopefully with the evidence surmounted against him, we can make a case and get them put to death pretty quickly. That should secure our place in this camp.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, let me know how I can help.
Just follow my lead. The only thing I'll need from you at the end of all of this is to just follow my lead. And when I pick out the person we're turning on, stick to that.
Okay.
All right. So first things first. It's a 20-foot circle. Let me make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Doot. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna cast sleep on these two guards.
Okay.
20-foot circles. So that means those two. What do they need to do?
It's based on their hit points.
It's just
it's based on the
up
hit
to-
points. So
yeah.
I've got to roll. What's the
Up to 23 or something, I think.
5d8.
Good luck.
My d8s.
Yeah.
Sir.
Good luck.
Good luck is. I fucking need it.
5 net 1.
I swear to God, I will actually cry. Let me do basic math here. Can't. And by basic math, I mean I'm pulling out my calculator because I'm lazy.
Oh, jeez, Joy.
All right, that is 32 hit points.
Okay. So you bring your hands together and you pull out the purple weave, and as you throw it down, ayudes! They both just, and they just flop over.
Love that.
Perfect. All right. Slide down here carefully.
And I'm gonna basically.
Should-
Well, actually, hold on. Are there any?
Hey,
Well.
do you want me to cast down a rope so that you guys can all like climb back up and put pivots, and I'll make it easier for the kids?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, if you can do that, go for it.
Told you it's built fucking different. And I begin to, and then I like hammer down like a pivot and like tie rope to it and like just pass it down. to you
Okay.
guys. How much rope am I losing in that? Or are you gonna bother taking measure of it?
Well,
I think it's 40 feet down. So
40 feet down.
40
fine.
feet. I use 40 feet of rope. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll pull it back up after we're done anyway. Put it
That's
that
fine.
way,
Just
so-
here, make a
Yeah,
note
it
that the
doesn't
rope is like, in order for you to do it that way, it's like now like a 10-footer and a 40-footer or something, So.
Yeah, I'll pull. Oh right, yeah. I have to cut it. You're right. No, I don't have to cut it. I
No.
can just.
You don't have to, but you were making
Yeah,
it sound
I
like you
don't
want
have
it to be exactly
no.
40 feet, so I'm giving you what you want.
Okay.
As long as you take the rope back, you don't lose it. We'll say it like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Yeah,
so you're
so-
coming down?
yeah, just lowering it down and making sure these guys all get up the rope and out of here safely.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Get
gonna
outta here.
stay up here and keep watch.
Okay.
Get out of here. Run towards Greenhurst as fast as you can. Stay away from the main paths if you can help it.
He's trying to
But-
sneak food out of the kitchen at 4 in the morning.
No, that sounds like.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm just
You really
kidding.
got your ass with that one.
No, maybe I don't want to come back for another campaign. Fuck this guy.
Yes, you do. You know you do. I love it.
You liar.
As this guy's climbing up, aren't you with them? Why are you helping us?
Fucking get up the rope.
Yeah. You got friends in high places. Don't worry. We'll take care of this once you guys are gone.
Can't believe I'm taking
Like
more.
me, I'm 40 feet in the sky.
All right, and they all they thank you and they take off.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna.
So let me make sure of something.
And then this guy rolls over in his sleep and he's like, "I love you too, mommy."
Aw, that's wholesome.
Cool.
Murder him.
You get advantage on the attack roll.
His throats.
Drown him.
All right.
Jimmy-
Cool.
Jimmy,
So-
rip his J's.
Remind
Crucifix.
me, King. These guys, these tokens. Those are the acolytes, right? These are the spellcasters.
No, the spellcaster is this guy over here.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Are
You have not encountered
Got
these
it.
stronger-looking armored fellows before.
Are those
Okay.
not the
Are
brutes
those not
that
brutes?
we encountered in
Uh-oh.
the first one? Yeah, I thought they were brutes that we encountered in the first fight. There was
I
one of
mean,
them.
let's just say they look a little higher promoted than the basic guys you've been fighting.
Oh,
Okay, cool. So, good to know. I will then, yeah, I'll climb back up the rope. We'll take back our rope and then head back over to where we originally came up the cliff. In that case.
Okay. So you're going all the way back.
Yeah, going all the way back.
Okay.
Just so that way, whenever I'm ready to make my next move, it doesn't look like I'm coming from a direction that doesn't make sense. Trying to keep consistency here with my stories.
But of course.
Yeah, so to get back down, we will have to slide down it. Do you need... I'm assuming you'll need an acrobatics check to get down safely so we're not taking damage, right?
Yes, because it's so steep. You can't just
Yep.
slide down easily.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm proficient in acrobatics, so I will use my help action to help Pilot get down.
Okay.
I would actually. Well, hang on. I think maybe I'm better at helping here. Hang on.
Think so?
You need to be
We don't
proficient
want
in
to
the
leave.
skill
quite
you
We don't want to leave
possibly.
a rope.
That's like, yeah. Well, I know. It's just my whole thing is based on helping. The psychic's proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that uses any of the chosen proficiencies. So if you help me on mine, I basically have a +6 to acrobatics here.
Sick. All right, that works.
Okay, so that is a 19.
That's
Okay.
a 19 as well. I got the same thing.
All right, yeah, you guys just
Yay.
easily coast down, and you're fine. You land on your feet and all that good stuff.
Cool. All right.
So
As we're-
I gotta
as we're-
ask, why are we going back in here?
We need to make sure we didn't leave any traces behind. And we need to make sure that whoever we bring over to that, we need to make sure that whoever we bring over there is likely enough to have freed those prisoners. I originally wanted to do it with the kobold that was getting bullied, but he's in that tent with the other ones. There's no way we're going to be able to get him out of there. We're going to have to re-strategize.
Okay, and I'm gonna indicate, is this part of our map, or is this just for this cave entrance?
What?
here?
Oh, the
Does
cave?
does that exist, or
I mean, there's a
does
cave
that
there.
actually exist in our? Oh, okay. So
Yeah, there's a cave
okay. I
there.
thought you were just using that for the sake of this map. Okay.
No, that's part of the map.
What do you reckon's in the cave? This
Doesn't
seems more
matter
like a
right
defensive position outside.
They did say they were moving in the morning. They probably used this area, not thinking anybody would come up from the ridges, and thought they could use the cave to get their numbers in there, single file any attackers, and take them out one by one as they entered.
Maybe. Okay.
That being said-
Again, I'll follow your lead.
That being said, this magical sleep won't last long.
And I want to, do I know which the kobold I was talking to before we got in here, before we did all this? Do I know which tent he went into?
He's in the big tent with multiple guys.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of just peek in for now, see if they're all like fast asleep.
Yeah, they're all out of it. One has like a nose bubble coming out of him.
What a guy.
Which one's the one that I'm looking for?
He's over here. He's got a scar across his chest.
Cool. I'm just gonna like slowly go over to him, trying not to wake up the other two.
Okay, I'm gonna need a stealth check then if you don't want to wake him up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, then do that. Oh fuck.
22 stealth.
Okay, you're fine. They're kobolds. They're
Yeah,
worthless.
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna gently shake him awake, essentially.
Okay. Let me think. Yeah, then you're gonna have to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, shit. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I think I'll just go ahead and take that. I made the decision. I'm not gonna go back on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 21.
Okay, you're fine. He wakes up in a panic, pulls out his dagger, and swings. Yay! And you're able to sideswipe it before he realizes who you are. Oh shit! Don't do that to a kobold. You don't know what I don't know what these humanoids want from us sometimes. Sorry. He sheathes the dagger back.
Sorry to disturb you, but if you don't mind, I could use your help with something.
Okay. Isn't it kind
So
of
I'm
late?
gonna
You didn't
have-
get yelled at by Talus?
Dallas doesn't know I'm out of here. Follow me.
Oh man, not this again.
Again?
I was thinking, again.
First, that guy says he's a penis butt inspector, and I don't think he was. So now, let's see what this one's about. I swear to gods.
All right, so we'll lead him over here.
This
He look-
crafty little penis butt.
He looks at you, Sketchy. He looks at your character, and you just hear, "Oh, I did and he says,
gonna
"It's nice
nod.
to meet you, brother. You must be new," but you have no idea what he said.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna nod. Yeah.
Sorry, this one doesn't actually speak. I can interpret what he says through body language, and that's actually why I need your help as well.
Okay.
I found him on my way here. He apparently knows of a traitor in this camp, and I think whoever this traitor was, he planned to free the human prisoners tonight. I need you to act as another witness. I don't know if Talus is gonna trust either of us with this information, whoever we bring forward. So I need another witness, and I figured, while the humans have been getting all the glory, the kobolds have been getting dicked this entire time. This could be a chance to get a promotion.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Can do.
Tell you what, with advantage, because you specified that they've been getting screwed over. So give me persuasion with advantage.
Yeah. Okay, that is a 16.
Okay. He ponders it for a moment. Well, I don't know how much good you'll get from me. Talus doesn't really like listening to us, but I will support these claims if you have some proof for me.
Well, if my hunch is correct, then that means whoever is doing it is gonna strike tonight. Hopefully, we can catch them in the act before they get the prisoners away.
So should we go check on the
And-
prisoners then?
Yes, follow us.
And we'll start making our way over there. So I don't want to necessarily sneak around because that's just going to make us look suspicious.
Okay.
So I imagine we're gonna probably get stopped pretty quickly on our way. That's fine.
I mean, yeah, these
just-
guys, they move around a bit, but, you know, they're on the lookout, so...
Okay. So yeah, we'll follow this kind of dotted path around these tents and then up, around kind of in an S pattern up here. And then
Okay.
you just, tell me when we're getting stopped.
Well, yeah, okay, so the three of you start going. Once you get to about, like, here, that's where you're going to get stopped at, so we'll move
Yep.
you. I assume you're all going. So yeah, this armored guy, he sees you approach. He doesn't really react harshly, but he sees you come and he turns to face you. What's going on? Everyone should be in their tents asleep by now. Orders are orders.
I understand. However, I don't know if you've heard. Myself and the kobold behind me,
Gesturing to Pilot.
brought him here because there might have been a traitor. After questioning him for a little bit, he seems to have let loose a little bit of information that whoever this traitor is might be striking tonight. We're going to go check on the human prisoners to make sure that they haven't escaped.
And he kind of stands in between you in that area. Uh-huh. And what say you're not the traitors coming in here to just free the prisoners yourselves? What kind of guard would I be if I let you go do that?
Feel free to talk
Well,
to tell
if
us if
you
you
were-
want, but we've already been questioned enough by her. She believes in us, and she's told us to give her the information as soon as possible, and that's exactly what we're doing. So if you want to stand in the way of that, be my guest.
No, fine. But I will be accompanying you then.
All right then, come along.
Come along with me. We'll go. That's all I know. All right. Anyways, all right. So you guys make your way over. Eventually, you see these two laying, and he runs up. What in the blazes are you two doing? Where the hell are the? Oh no!
Shit.
He kicks the one guy in the head, and the guy still doesn't wake up because of the sleep. Actually, it's not enough to wake him up. What the?
Okay.
In the world? He starts, like, slapping him around. Hello? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I'm gonna lean down and pretend that I am inspecting him in a way that makes it seem like I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to look at the guard.
Magical sleep. Do you have any spellcasters in here, in this camp?
Damn it. You there! And he points to this little guy. Find the acolytes! Okay, it's gonna be a long time to draw all this out. I'm just gonna fucking grab the guy. So here he is. He comes out. He comes back with them. Oh, now my screen's moving everywhere. Gosh darn it! It's gonna be great for people in the VOD. How interesting. Magical sleep indeed. And he spins a little, like, magical energy out from his fingers and boops the one guy on the forehead. Awaken. No. And he, like, wipes drew off his mouth. I was not just hanging out with my mom, you guys. That would be totally lame. What happened? And this guy just decks him. You idiots! Where are the prisoners? Relax. They're right over there. Yeah. They're not there. Yeah, they're not. And we're gonna roll. Yeah, that'll hit. And he pulls out his sword and he fucking kills this guy.
You bad.
And, yeah, that guy just, flaps over dead. The acolyte looks at him. Should I even bother waking the other one up? I want an explanation. Wake his ass up, too. Ah! Back to work! And they begin... Well, I'll speed this up a bit, but they interrogate that guy, and he basically tells them you're going to wind up like this corpse unless you figure out... I don't know. 1 minute we're watching An Eye on the Prisoners, next thing you know, we're out cold. So you didn't see what happened? We had no idea. He's getting ready to stab this guy, too, and he holds him up.
Daniel's,
Look, let's not. You're going to do something?
Daniel's just kind of looking around, kind of looking at the cliff face and trying to, like, basically just kind of, like, add any information.
Whoever did this is definitely crafty. They probably got up on the ridge. I don't know if it's any of the spellcasters within this camp. Anybody you guys know that might potentially want to break these guys out or has a grudge against the cult?
Of course not. Everyone here is loyal to the cult. Well, now we have some new members and mercenaries. It is possible that there is someone here looking to profit in a different way. would you
You
propose?
think there could be an agent?
I suppose it is possible. It is not really for us to say, though. There's a multitude. Everybody here dresses like us, but many of us are new. This was a solo assignment sent by Razmir, and she's not here right now. She could probably deduce it. The prisoners were simply used for manual labor. Some were able to convert and become loyal members, though maybe they didn't convert after all. Damn it.
If you have any suspicions on people, you might be able to bring them forward, and that one,
Gesturing to Pilot.
he's the one who heard about the traitor rumor in the first place. He might be able to point them out, assuming whoever it is hasn't already escaped with the prisoners.
We have an investigation to uphold. I'm gonna grab some of the elites, some trusted individuals. You take your little kobold and go back to your tent. We will address you in the morning.
Will do.
And we'll head back.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go nighty-night.
Night night. Oh,
See,
are we going here then?
go back in your tent. Sketchy, what are you doing?
I was heading to the kobold tent, but that's fine.
Yeah, are you going in some rando tent?
Wait,
No,
does
we
Sketchy-
don't really
did you
own
do
a
that?
tent at this rate. No,
We, okay. Are we going here then?
I saw
Like,
you
where are we
move
going?
here.
No,
saw,
I
saw
moved-
you
I
move
moved-
here. We don't really
No,
have a
he's-
tent.
Well, they lent
moved
you the
in.
kobold tent.
Oh, this.
Okay, well, then we're down here
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
All right. So, yeah, you guys go back in there. It's late at night. What are you gonna do now?
Probably jerk off.
So I want to talk. So Pilot and I want to convene with Pilot.
Okay.
I want to convene with Pilot for a second before we actually try to do like a long rest.
Alright. So, these are our options. We've got them suspicious of some of the people in this camp. We've basically determined that anybody in here with a spellcasting ability could have put those guys to sleep. Now the question is, do we use one of their spellcasters as scapegoats? Or do we pretend that the prisoner escaped? Or do we pretend that the traitor,
"Quote unquote" traitor.
escaped with those prisoners? Which do you think would be which do you think is the more likely scenario that lets us keep our heads?
I don't know, but I'd say if we find that traitor, we're gonna bring him to justice.
Oh my god.
Pilot, listen to yourself real quick.
He's a cultist sympathizer.
Oh, we're the tree.
Oh, come on. You could have just caught on to that.
Bro's got 4 intelligence.
How much intelligence does Pilot even have on the character sheet?
Well,
You'd have to.
It
Well, I don't know.
depends on like our prospects, different sort of things. What are we looking to actually accomplish?
We're trying to gain the full trust of Talus and Cyanrath. That is our ultimate goal. If we don't, they may just kill us tomorrow. We have to make sure that they have a reason to keep us alive. As much as I would like to pin this blame on one of the other cultists, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get away with that.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, I would say whatever guarantees longevity. If we can put a name to the traitor, instantly we're going to increase our reputation with these guys. And if we want to be trusted for long term, then I see that as the best possible solution. It also puts the question to bed as to who the traitor is.
Problem is that if we give them a name and they investigate them and find them at no fault, we're immediately caught. We have to buy enough time for the rest of our allies to get here and help us take them down. The way I see it, we're not at fault for the traitor, quote unquote, getting away with the prisoners. If he got away before either of us could point out who he actually was, and because there's no way to determine who was here and who wasn't, we can certainly get away with that. That'll at least buy us some time.
okay.
She may not be happy with that outcome, but it's the best we're going to be able to offer at this point.
This is true. This is true. But how about this? If we go to them directly, they're going to want to investigated, as you say. However, from evidence of the sleeping guards, uh, the sub-commanders are not exactly the most inquisitive sorts. If we tell one of them who the traitor is and point it out to them, well, they're probably gonna operate kill on sight, and then they'll go to the high command and be like, "Yeah, we dealt with the traitor." I mean, we could always do it that way, and then it's just out of our hands, and we can tag along with these guys.
She wanted the name directly from us, but I do like the idea of seeding suspicion among the rest of the ranks. We already gave the idea that this was done by magical means. If we can spread it through some of the lower grunts and get some kind of rumor going, that might work in our favor.
Yeah, it's
All
just
right then.
odd to me. I'm questioning where the kobolds stand in this. On one hand, they seem to be the grunts, and then on the other, they are dragon blood, which is what these guys seem to be so fanatic about. Doesn't that strike you as odd?
Agreed. I can't imagine the man who's been speaking with the dragons this whole time is just using them as common foot soldiers. If the dragons really cared about their kobolds, you'd think they'd be in a higher position. Although, given their abilities, I'm not exactly sure that they're qualified to be in any higher positions than they currently are. No offense, of course.
I would say none taken. Anyway, I think we should just call it a night. I don't know. We'll talk it over. We'll wake up early tomorrow. We'll talk it over.
Why don't you get some rest?
God knows I need it.
So you guys are going to
I'm
bed?
going to lay down in all of the shit.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
Well, since I do not
No,
need to sleep,
I'm
and
slightly more civilized, so I won't.
my overall long rest time is shorter.
Uh-huh.
While Pilot is falling asleep, I do want to head out to this camp over here, specifically to this guard that's standing out here
Okay.
at first, and I'll kind of just address him.
Have you heard? The human prisoners escaped. It seemed that traitor claim was true.
Should have known. This is unbelievable. Do we have any idea who it even is?
Not exactly, but we do know the guards were put to sleep by magical means. Makes me wonder. We have a couple spellcasters in this camp. You think it could be one of them?
I suppose it's possible, though I don't even know if they were trained to use that kind of magic. We typically are a lot more aggressive in our actions, but I suppose they could know such magic, or they could have just called on someone who did and left with them.
That's what I'm wondering. If they were gonna do it so quickly and quietly without causing a scene, they probably had someone working with them on the outside. That would explain how they would be able to use magic that they didn't otherwise have the ability to, or at least somebody else. Either way, we're not really sure. But I figured since myself and a few others found them, I'd make my rounds to let some of you guys know.
I appreciate it. I'll spread the word with the fellows at my camp.
Cool. And in that case, I'm actually going to head over to Cyanrath and talk to him.
All right. He's sitting down, arms crossed, eyes closed, but as you approach, you hear him speak. Now, what in the world are you doing over here?
Good to see you're as alert as I gave you credit for. I wanted to let you know, in case it hasn't been reported to you already, that the human prisoners have escaped.
I should say I am surprised, but I am not. To what do I owe this pleasure of you sharing such info with me?
Well, after interrogating the kobold that I brought with me, he let slip that whoever the traitor is was probably planning on pulling this off tonight. I had hoped to catch him in the act, but it seems we were too late. Although the guards that we found were fast asleep using magical means.
All right, for him, you're going to have to roll deception.
That's totally fine. Boo, 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 boo. Where the hell is my deception? 20.
Okay. Interesting. Magical means, you say? Well, it seems in the morning I'm going to have to start clearing out some of the excess fat in this encampment. You wouldn't happen to know who I am looking for, would you?
Unfortunately, that kobold doesn't have much of a name, but it does narrow down our options. Do you think that any of the spellcasters in here are capable of pulling this off? Or at the very least, being in contact with someone who can?
Oh yes, we have many mercenary here. It is quite likely they are in league with someone. Well, and he starts like cracking his knuckles. If there's one thing I love more than fighting, it's a nice little interrogation. I will inform Talus of these when she wakes.
Alright, I figured I'd report to you.
You're already starting to prove yourself as true cult member. Don't slip up now, boy.
I wouldn't dream of it.
And I'll head back to the tent and go to long rest.
Okay.
Can you make him say comrade, by the way?
Comrade.
There we go.
There you go. All right. So you guys are going to long rest. Okay. Great. So, I gotta see what happens when you split the party. People don't get to play for long periods of time.
I know.
Oh, that's not really
sorry.
because I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this, knowing that,
Alright.
like, knowing that the fuckery that might entail.
Okay.
Pilot and Spastok already were my favorite party members, so just seeing this
All right.
gold.
Hang
I
on,
can't
got
believe
it.
the fucking bro
I
laid a fucking
appreciate
log out in the middle of nowhere. That's wild. Like, bro really sat there and said, "Fuck it,
Alright.
pop a squat."
I'm
I'm
right.
going to.
I like to consider myself a more distinguished kobold, but I do what I do.
You're a fucking fiend.
Okay.
I hate you.
Get outside of a tent and made a cult member slip in it.
I got in his
Don't
mouth,
ever call
sketchy.
don't ever call yourself distinguished ever again.
Oh
Kieran,
boy.
the play,
Distinguished
the play,
gentleman.
the play.
What a
Play.
distinguished gentleman. Yes, look at the way he's sitting.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be fantastic.
So some time has passed since you both fell down here. You know it's late in the night. You are in this dirt tunnel. What's going on?
Well, for starters, I'm going to get past Sheldon as best I can by squeezing like around him, so that I'm closer to here. So, like, so if there's anything blocking here, I can like try and peek out into the exterior.
I'm sorry.
He's in the shell still.
I tell you what, friend, yeah, you'll make it up to me in time. But for now, don't apologize. I'm trying to look around. I wonder if Zalia's down here.
There is eventually, as you walk down the path, it's very dark in here, but you're able to loosely make out a very sturdy wooden door with iron reinforcements attached to it.
Oh, bollocks. Well, if I want to get out of here, I want to try and get out of here quietly. Shit. And with that, I'm gonna have a look at, like, like the door itself and see if there would be like anything about it that might indicate any weakness to its structure.
Like I said, it's very dark. You can give me a investigation roll and see if you can.
I'll take
see through.
investigation. That's a 14.
All right, you're feeling around. You're looking as hard as you can. You do not see any weakness in the door.
Can Sheldon also do an investigation?
You can certainly try.
That's a 9.
Hey, look, a door is in front of you. That's what you notice.
Fucking bollocks. Well, this is wooden. It's sturdy. I could potentially blow the lock open with the gun, but I'd rather not waste the bullets.
Could we not just smash it?
Yes, because my sword is like Daniel's fucking door murdering blade, and you've got a fucking club.
I also have a sickle.
Actually, you know what? I've got a fucking fantastic idea. And we're going to try this because it's fucking brain dead, and I think it might work. Right. I want you to stand here, and like I'm gonna move like Sheldon and I around, so like his back, like his shell is against the door, and he's facing me.
Okay, so
Oh
like that.
boy, I don't like where this is going.
All right. I hope you know that this is not personal. This is actually, you know, it's sort of personal because you did just try and fucking come at me whilst tucked in your shell. And with that, I'm going to kick Sheldon as hard as I can in the stomach to try and like, you know, bash him against the door with his shell.
So you're making an unarmed strike attack against him.
Yes.
Okay.
See if I can try and damage the door. I'm gonna see if I can damage the door using him and his shell.
So roll.
Or you can roll it as an improvised weapon attack against the door. It depends.
Well, if he's booting him, it's an unarmed strike attack. So
Yeah, I don't think I'll go for the boot. I think I will just like grab him by the shoulders and just fucking bam. Try. And,
Give
like,
me a
smash against it
second.
that way.
Okay, give me a second. Tell me when you do it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm just gonna shove him as hard as I can into it, like, you know, like a proper shoulder barge kind of thing instead.
okay. So you grab him. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
what would you like me
He
to
then
do?
he then shoots like up and off the screen because
Thank you.
he's no longer a playable model. Okay. Well, you're using him as a weapon, so improvised weapon attack. I guess. You just roll d20 and then plus your strength modifier and then plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that is a 23.
Okay.
I don't like where this is going.
So you grab him, you do smash him into the door,
Okay.
and the door takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage. So I'll make a note of that.
Okay.
It barely leaves a dent in the door, but you hit the door.
Well, it was worth a go.
Do I
Sorry
take
about that.
damage or not?
Not for that time.
Okay.
Well, sorry about that, friend. You know, let's switch places again. I'm gonna get close to the door again. Give me just a
Alright.
moment.
I
Alright,
guess
there we
I
go.
did earn that.
Well, I'm sorry. I just needed to make sure your shell is quite sturdy. I wanted to make sure that, like, you know, we could at least try. Fuck it. It's not going to be as effective as Daniel's blade, but you know what? There's no harm. And I'm going to try and jam. I'm going to take the Sovereign's Edge off my, like, out of its sheath, and I'm going to jam it, like, as much as I can between, like, the side of the door where the handle is in the wall, and just try and, like, pry it open as best I can.
Okay.
Considering one-handed might be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, if we're prying, you're gonna have to give me a strength check.
Strength check. That's a 16.
You hear a slight, but it doesn't. Nothing pops off. It's a pretty solid door. You also notice there's no knob or anything. Where there should be a handle, there is just like a little like metallic square. So it makes it seem like this door is not meant to be opened from this side.
Shit. And with that, I'm gonna like, you know, I'm gonna try and get as close to the door as I can. I'm just gonna. Hello? Is there anyone out there? I seem to be stuck. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, the accommodation by the owners of this place is honestly abysmal. Like, no customer service or anything. For shame.
You actually hear a yawn on the other side.
Name and business, please.
Edison Smith, Traveler?
Do you possess any weapons on your person?
Well, they're not exactly possessed, but I do own them.
Okay.
I'm just busting your balls, Goblin. Just open the door. What if I ask nicely?
You hear him like whisper something to someone else.
Oh yeah. What were you doing before you fell down the hole?
Well, I was walking, stumbled through a bush, and then I fell.
So you're pretty bad on your feet then.
Unfortunately, so. It's the reason my arm's broken. You see.
I can't see, but thanks for giving me the info. Ooh, I got another one. I got a good one. Did you see Klondar up there?
I wouldn't know him by name. Can you describe him for me?
Yeah, he's kind of short, green, fucking hell. He looks like a goblin.
I don't recall seeing any goblins up there, no.
Roll deception.
Deception. That's 16?
Well, I guess not. Okay, hang on, let me go grab somebody. And you hear him waddle away. There's a long pause. There's a long pause.
Why is this like a hotel?
I have a feeling he isn't coming back.
Eventually, you hear some waddling again. Oh, perfect. The music synced up with that.
Hello. Person behind the wall. I didn't think we were planning on taking anybody today, but okay. I am Forkan. So you were just walking in the woods, and you fell down one of our holes.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Do you not realize these are goblin-infested, woods? Because we're all over the place up there.
Yes, I'd heard rumors that these woods were infested with goblins, and it was my error going off the beaten path just a little bit, because, like, I don't know if you guys are aware, but there are, like, cultists and such roaming around topside now, and my village was attacked fairly recently, and I wanted to get away from them as quickly as I could, and I accidentally found myself, well, falling.
Well, I do suppose I could let you go, but you'll have to give me all the money you have on your person first.
My money isn't currently with me, but I don't know if my friend came down here as well. Woman, pointed ears, maybe. Like, you know, I know she's got some money. I think. Sheldon, do you have any cash?
Sheldon doesn't respond, and Sheldon just transforms into a snake.
Well, turns out I was hallucinating. There was no one else down here with me. That's crazy. Fantastic. Well, look, I currently don't have my money on me, but if my friend did come down here and is in one of your other cells, you can have any of my money that's on her person.
It's too late at night for this. Okay, can we reconvene in the morning?
Well, see, I would like to do that, but look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, but I need to be somewhere. There is someone very important to me who I need to see, because it's been, you know, it's too long. I'm not going to let, you know, this happen without, like, you know, at least trying to get out to be with them again.
Yeah, well, I need to be in bed whacking it right now, but you don't hear me complaining. Anyways, guys, go search the other things.
I truly do appreciate your hospitality. Like, I understand this is, like, you know, going out of your way to be kind to me, but, like at the end of the day, like, you are getting paid from this, so, like, you know, that's a win, right?
Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. As a unfortunate guest in this chamber, do you... How do I put this? Do you agree to the... Where's the document that has the ratings on? Ah, there it is. Yes. You hear a piece of paper in his hand. Alright, let me put my glasses on. Do you hereby and henceforth agree to all goblin rules and regulations until your time in our sanctuary is over?
What rules and regulations would those be? I'm not really familiar with goblin customs.
1. Listen to all goblins. 2. Hand over all money you possess. 3. Do not kill any goblins. 4. Do not refer to any goblins as creepy. That's a personal one. 5. submit to testing. 6. Write down number 6. Oh, we didn't finish the list. Anyway, that's what we got so far.
Quick question. What kind of testing?
Ooh, that one's on the back. Forcan, do not tell them what the testing is, but just tell them they don't die. Okay, you won't die.
Well, that doesn't sound too appealing, I'm going to be honest. But you know what? I will humor you. I will agree to your customs.
Okay, great. Then we'll have you out there in just a jiffy. Guys, bring the test. Thank you. Okay, great. All right. Let me actually check something here. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Breathe deeply. And you see, like, dust begin to get, like, blown in your face. It's very light, but you feel the air gets a little thicker.
Oh, jeez, what the...
Don't worry. You won't die. Breathe deeply.
I'm gonna hold my breath for as long as I can.
Okay. It keeps getting pumped in there. Are you breathing deeply?
Could I make a potential, like, check to, like, see if this is what I think it might be, which is, like, some kind of, like, knockout gas of sorts, or, like, powder, like, to try and render me unconscious?
Yes, you can check, I guess... Well, okay, what would you want to check for it to be?
Well, it's just more so, like, just trying to recognize if this is, like, something that would do that, to then see if, like, I would then have to play into it if I wanted to, like, get out of it without actually falling unconscious.
Okay, well, do you want to know if it's a substance or a magical effect or?
Let's go for a substance.
Okay, then give me a survival check.
Survival. Oh, I've got a +2 in that. That's a 15.
You've never encountered this before. You can assume a goblin spraying dust at you is probably not a good idea, like breathing that in, but it doesn't appear to be harmful in any sense.
Oh, jeez. And with that, I'm going to, like, after like a few moments of, like, holding my breath, I am just gonna, like, I'm gonna let myself just, like, go limp.
Okay.
And just, like, just pretend to be out of it.
You're gonna go. Are you still holding your breath, or are you not holding your breath?
You know what? I'll hold my breath for as long as I can.
Okay, then I need a Constitution saving throw.
Con save, fantastic.
I'll actually need one from both of you because you're getting affected too. Sheldon.
Oh, but
Right,
Snake Sheldon.
That's a 13.
Let me double check. A con save, right?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay, as of right now, you both succeed. So you're gonna flop down to pretend like you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Snake Sheldon decides to go in one of Edison's sleeves.
Okay.
I respect it.
I'll just say snake right now. Okay. Okay.
Wait, you go up.
Your functional arm.
Good.
They've
advised me to not itch underneath the cast.
No, I was looking for an appropriate GIF, by the way, and this is the only one that I could find whenever I type.
How about we don't
dust
post
below.
gifs for a while?
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Forever. All right. I think you're done. I heard a flop. And we'll do it for a little bit longer just to be safe. Are you breathing deeply in there? Why would they respond if they're sleeping? That's to trick them into talking, you idiot.
I'm just gonna continue holding my breath for as long as I can.
All right. Once again, from both of you, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that one's a bit better. That's
22.
17.
22.
22 and what?
17.
Shit, yeah, you're good again. All right. Eventually the puffing stops, and after a moment it settles, and you two, your chests really hurt, but you do continue to hold, you held your breath successfully. All right, they're asleep. What do we do now? Do we take them out? No, I'm going back to bed. We'll deal with them in the morning like I said. What's the point of the test? I lied. There is no test. We just deal with them in the morning when we're awake. So what do we do? Go to sleep, you idiot. Oh, I can do that. And then they walk away from the door.
Fuck it, upon hearing that, Edis is just gonna fucking go, just fucking start cleaving at the door with his fucking sword. Fuck it, he's done with this shit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Dude, go right ahead.
Fucking, like, dude, like, understands the tensions that are currently arising and is too frustrated with goblins and their bullshit right now. And that's an 18 to hit on the fucking door.
That hits.
And that is 7 damage.
You make the slash with the arm that I am in, right?
Yes.
Inside the sleeve.
Bro's on a fucking roller coaster right now in my sleeve.
So how much damage?
7.
Okay. The damage is visible, definitely.
Fucking goblin asshole. Yes, fucking hiss in it. Common, please. I can't fucking understand snake. By the gods above, I get that you're startled, but if you could fucking do anything that'll help out, that'll be perfect. Oh, God, Look, I'm very glad that I've at least got stuck with someone, but not only do we have to get back to the fucking keep to try and alert them of where the cult is, but we've also got to deal with the fact that Zelia is probably either topside on her lonesome in goblin territory, or she might be down here. And I don't know if you're aware, but fucking these guys are assholes, and I would rather not have anyone be dealing with that. So just hiss in your own time. And with that, I'm gonna make another fucking strike against the door.
Okay.
I'm
With a
doing the
23
hissing.
to hit.
That hits.
I'm doing the hissing because if I recall, you can't speak common when wild shaped.
Yep.
Correct. You're only speaking animal.
And then that is 6 damage.
Okay. Sorry, I just got an important message. All right. The door's looking pretty bad now.
Oh, I swear to fucking God, Alistair, if there was a time that you needed to step in now would be the fucking time. And with that, I'm just gonna continue just hacking at the door. For a 14 to hit.
That does not hit. You bounce off the metal from it, so.
Ugh! Fucking goblins! Assholes. All of them.
Are you swinging again?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my.
That's a 15 to hit.
Still doesn't hit.
Fuck it. You know what? Sword on the back, gun out.
Okay.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
I don't think people understand. Fucking frustrated.
Fine, go ahead.
Like Sheldon is looking out of the sleeve, seeing Edison pick up the gun, and he just goes and just crawls further back into the sleeve.
That's a 21 to hit, and I'm gonna target
That
like
hits.
the lock specifically.
Okay.
And that is an 18 damage.
All right. You break the door open.
Fucking goblin assholes. And with that, I'm gonna step out my cell.
Okay. Sure. That's fine. So
Fantastic.
hang on. That's what you would have dealt with in the morning, but because you've been making such a ruckus. So yeah, there's a lot of goblins standing outside as you kind of walk out with a snake on your arm. These guys are all ready to kill you if you make a move. And then this guy back here, you just had to breathe deeply.
Look, I appreciate your attempts to have me breathing deeply, and I can understand the precaution of security, but I really need to go.
He takes a sip from his cup. Yeah, and we got rules down here, buddy. Yeah, you tell him.
Yes?
You tell him, Forcan. Shut up. Look, the queen doesn't like trespassers. Now, I can be a reasonable individual. She would have said, off with their heads, like she always likes to. But no, I'm a nice goblin. I was willing to say, hand over your money, and we'll show you the way out. In the morning, when I'm dressed and ready to go. But no, instead, you had to break our door, which is going to cost you. So that's a thing.
You people always think goblins aren't so civilized. We got civilization, buddy, but you motherfuckers don't know anything about it. So here's how this is gonna go. You're gonna drop your shit. You're gonna show your little friend that I hear hissing over there, or we're gonna kill the snake if it's just a snake. And you're gonna get.
Have they seen the snake?
I can hear the snake. I can hear the hissing. I hear banging and hissing, cause I don't like snakes. And you're gonna get, and he's pointing over here, and you're gonna get in the cell, and we're gonna handle this in the morning. Or, my boys here are gonna unload on you, bitch. Those are your options. I am over negotiations. I don't have enough red powder these days. And he starts rolling paper and lights it.
Can I try and sneak away as the snake?
If you want to try and stealth.
Let me just double check that to see that I'm using the correct thing. And 11.
Okay, and where are you going?
I'm moving towards the bed.
Okay. Then hang on a second. So 11. Okay. Does a 22 hit?
Fucking bollocks!
What did you expect?
I'll take that as a
Did you
yes.
expect? Honest to God.
All right, and that is gonna. I rolled like shit. That is gonna be 6 points of slashing damage as this guy just slices down at the snake.
Okay, this fucking snake is no more. Welcome, turtle.
Yep. All right. It just you poof back into yourself. I knew it.
All right.
You can't blame the fucker for trying.
All right. Now
Actually,
that
I
you
can.
have exposed my friend and his sneaky, snakish ways, now you've only given me 2 options, and I'm willing to accept both options, but I would like to propose a third, which I think is mutually beneficial to all of us. Because while you did say that I should wait until the morning, what is going on outside there is not worth waiting for. And yes, I do understand that you goblins have your civilization, and I didn't ever once say that it was a bad civilization or that you weren't uncivilized in any way, shape, or form. All I did was have an issue with the fact that I was robbed from. Now, if I was to tell you about it, I told you about the cult, right? About the cultists that are running around and why I had to flee from my village.
That's me over here.
Okay, you over there. Now, the cultist problem. Do you have any idea what they're planning?
Yeah, those guys kind of suck. They're doing something like, I don't know, but it has to do with dragons, I know. And they're like, hey, that's good memory right there. Yeah.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you guys have actually seen what happened to the town of fucking Greenhurst, a few miles away from here, but it's been fucking pretty much raised and almost leveled by dragons and the cultists. Now, they're fairly small that I can see it currently. Imagine what they'll do when they've got enough people on their side. Imagine what they'll do to your civilization as a whole. Just because you're underground doesn't mean they won't find you. If you let me go for the small fee of whatever fucking gold I have on my person, whatever my fucking green moronic friend here has, and my other friend, if I'm able to find her, you can take all our fucking gold if you want. But we are leaving. And it's not just for our safety, but it's for yours as well.
Give me a persuasion roll, please.
Persuasion?
Persuader. I barely know her.
That is a
Sorry,
22.
That was terrible. That was really bad.
22 down.
A couple of them kind of look over at Forkhand. What do you want to do? It's too early for that. I'm gonna go talk to the queen about this. Nobody make a move. If I let
Because
go
of the
of them,
fact
I'm
that,
not...
because of the fact that they're, being quite sure about it, I am going to holster my gun again to show that, I mean no, harm to them as people.
I gotta hold on to him for a second, because if I let go of him, I'll lose him in the darkness.
Me when I'm walking down a dark alleyway with my really good friend. I don't want to let go of his hand.
Okay.
Me with
lost.
my short friend. In strong winds.
How did the conversation with the queen go? She's not happy about this one bit. Okay. proposal for you, because we're apparently doing this at midnight. I was on shift all day. I don't have time for this. So, the queen demands 2,000 gold, and you can be right on your way right here and now. She originally said 3,000, and I said, come on, mistress, you're being a little over the top. She, after I woke her up, and you know how women feel about their beauty sleep, she's like, fine, 2,000, and we'll forget the whole thing even happened. So, if you'll just pay us, I'll let you go right now. Done diddly deal.
Wait, you said that she's still in her chambers, right? At least asleep or trying to sleep?
Hang on, I gotta tell my friend congratulations. She just got engaged.
Wait,
birthday.
Congrats.
Awesome.
She's been really happy with this guy.
Hell yeah. We love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm happy for her.
Fuck her for interrupting D&D though, but...
I'm gonna tell you, all my D&D
Kieran,
players are pissed. Kieran, you slag. Yeah, she's down in her chamber. She is not happy about this, but she's more than willing to make it to just have this be over.
Look, I would love more than anything to be able to contribute to your wonderful little living situation and your community as a whole. But 2,000 is a little rich for our blood currently. What I will instead offer one final time, because it's all I can do before I reluctantly get into this cell if I don't get my own way. But if she is just, like, you know, a ways, like, what's to just stop you from letting us go now? Like, I appreciate the fact that you are trying to get money, and I appreciate the fact, like, you know, because, you know, living's hard out there. Like, I work a fucking minimum wage job in a fucking bar. Like, it's
Tell
tough.
me about
like,
it.
But, you know, like, 60 or so gold, maybe a bit more, like, you know, at least is like something, like a small victory, even if it's a small one. Every victory matters in my opinion. If you take that gold off of us, off of our person, and just let us leave, like, you know, there'll be no bloodshed, you would have made some profit, and, you know, then there would be the lack of any potential dragon issues down the line.
Yeah, the queen's not really worried about the dragon stuff. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and he's like scratching at like the hair on his neck. That was kind of the test. The queen is really big on judging a character based on, you know, what they have on their possession and such. And so you're here telling me, you know, we're here to stop really bad guys and dragons. So I tell the queen that, okay? And she goes, well, they must be pretty valuable people then. So they must have money to pay their way out. I wasn't actually gonna take 2,000 gold for you. That wasn't the thing. We were gonna take like a tiny lump sum of cash just to call it even. But now you're telling us you don't have that kind of money, which gestures to us that you're not really all that big of a deal. So you're promising to deal with dragons, but you don't even have money, which means you don't have resources, which means you don't have people under you. So I'm gonna have to say no.
With all due respect, though, if you don't mind me saying, but financial gain and looks can all be very deceiving. Like, you know, the fact that you guys are relying on, well, your way of living in theft and, you know, looks in general can often be very, very deceiving. Like, you know, you guys
Is he calling us ugly? I don't think
No.
that's what he's doing.
If I was to be calling you ugly, I'd call you it outright. I'm going to be honest, I have slept with so much worse.
Kieran is making this like such a difficult thing.
Look, bro.
Always does.
Anderson, I don't think we can talk our way out of this. I'm sorry, friend.
All right, well, you're right. Well, if that's the case, then we will go into your other cells, and we will do so if you promise to let us out in the morning.
It can be arranged.
Then that's all I ask. And with that, I am just gonna reluctantly head towards the other cell.
Just leaving a broken door behind. Such a funny scene to imagine.
All right, you guys are enclosed in.
Now, what's your plan, genius?
Listen here, Snake. You tried to scuttle off when they clearly had sight of you. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, to be fair, my idea was that because I was in his sleeve that they wouldn't notice me.
Oh,
A
this
snake going out of the sleeve of someone who they're actively talking to is very obvious.
Yeah, you needed like an insane stealth roll for them to not notice you leaving. So
You were better off staying in the slave, pal.
yeah,
You know what?
I
Hey,
took
we
a
live and learn.
calculated risk, but man, am
Man,
I bad at math.
I love that meme so much.
calculated is a strong word of choice for that risk, but
Yeah, with that, Edison's just gonna sit down in the corner and just fucking, like, just hide his head in his hand and just try and get some fucking sleep for the evening.
okay,
And I thought the
Sheldon
man, I thought
goes
the
in the
last-
shell.
okay.
Right, Edison.
Man, I thought the Fated 5 were dumb. This is
Yeah, no, this is completely different. This is a new set of
this is
dumb
very
degenerates.
different.
Yeah. You guys have a lot of learning to do. Oh boy. Okay, after all that, you guys sleep in all your various locations. Don't worry, Hawk, we didn't forget about you. I said we didn't. Oh boy. All right. So, everybody, take your long rest.
That's been done.
God, the split party shit is so annoying. I'm gonna just stop telling. I'm just gonna start telling you no, you can't, and you have to be glued to each other at all times. And it's not even for me, but it's the fact I have to
be
keep
honest.
skipping people. So
Let's be honest. I think at this point we've all kind of realized the mistake we've made.
yes.
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
That's just why I have to anally punish you for it. So
Anal. Sorry.
To be fair, the punishment
Yes,
for
please.
splitting hasn't quite hit Daniel and Pilot yet, but it will, I imagine.
Yes, y'all. Oh no. I don't feel safe anymore.
You felt safe before?
you should
Yes,
never feel
because
safe
he-
when I'm DMing.
Never feel safe when King's DMing. He's always got something up his sleeve.
I was feeling safe because you guys went in the enemy camp.
Hey, if you didn't chase the goblin, you would have been safe.
I'm gonna be honest, I blame the instigator.
All right. So everybody, long rest, heal up, get your spell slots back. It is now the next day. Oh, and I can also say 88 days remain.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Let me change my notes.
So you two wake up next morning, and the
We're
door
on night
opens.
2, by the way.
Piss off. The door opens.
All right, get out here.
And with that, I'm just gonna step on
5
out.
more minutes, please.
Sheldon, get out of the shell.
Oh,
If
piss
I
off.
have to.
All right, so you guys come out.
All right. Where's the other one? Over here.
They open the door, and for the other prisoner,
Looks like you're right about having another person with you. They fell down a different hole.
and so this goblin calls out,
You there! Step out! And don't make any sudden moves.
and so coming out from this darkened area comes a woman.
Whoa! A woman?
Let me zoom in.
Whoa. Wait, what?
Getting
Bad
up,
bitch.
Kieran.
Oh, wait, what?
Getting up.
Yeah, bad bitch, wood.
Whoa.
Hey, what?
Oh, wait, no, it's Aaliyah. Anyway, wood.
Bruh.
Hold on
Actually
a
green.
second. That's a new sprite.
Oh wait, that is still Zayla. Oh, I thought for a second I looked at it. I was like, it's somebody we don't know yet. And then I see it's
that is
Zayla.
Zayla.
I'm like, oh,
No.
it is.
Yep, that is
So
Aaliyah.
wood.
Maybe it's a little hard to tell who it is, but no.
Because it's an Eldrin, so it like does funny shit.
They
Gee,
do
thank
funny
you,
shit.
Captain Obvious. Just kidding. But yeah, so
I'm gonna take offense to that.
no, don't.
You're gonna take 15 psychic damage for being an idiot.
Yeah.
Wait, is that?
Yeah, I'd like to, as she comes out of the cell, you can actually see her skipping out of the cell as if she's, like, happier than ever to be here. And when she crosses eyes with Edison and Sheldon, she's like, "Oh, hey, guys! Long time no see!"
No fucking wait.
Huh? Who's that?
Who's that?
King, would I have heard anything about like the Eladrin and how they change based like seasonally?
Probably not. They're not very common in the material plane, so.
Figured that might have been the case. Wait, Zelia? What the fuck happened?
Yeah. What?
Huh? That's a
Oh, did you guys not know about this whole thing? You're so stupid. So to make
Well, I
it
know
short,
that.
depending on like a few different factors, you know what? I'll explain it to you later. How about we get out of here first?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
So, sir, could we leave now? Like, it's clear that my friend's there. I've got my shelled friend here. Like, we gotta go. It's urgent.
Of course, just hand over all the money you got on your peoples, and you'll be on your way.
Zelia, did you get my gold?
Nope, that's still up there. But I have my own gold that I can give you guys. And she like,
No, you have his too.
Quickly-
It came with you. You grabbed it in time.
I know. I am aware of that.
Oh,
wink,
you're
wink.
lying. Okay.
I'm lying.
I have to
this
be
thing
sure
called
in
lying.
case someone misses a note, so that's fine. You can just let me know you're lying then.
Yeah, no, I'm lying to them
Okay.
about that, and I'm like going through my pouch, and I'm getting out my own gold pouch, and I'm like, oh, seems that's all I have, and then I just throw it to the nearest goblin, towards their hand.
He struggles to catch it. He's just like, I got it. All right, so this guy is now holding your gold. So
All right.
or your
Sheldon,
money.
your gold as well.
Sheldon just takes her bag and throws that.
This guy catches, and he like flops over.
Great.
There,
Great.
we've paid the toll. Is that not enough?
Let's see.
And he points at Zelia.
Yes.
And he points at the turtle. Yes.
You, though. You see, there's another issue we need to address. But you two are free to go if you want to walk out. Just, can someone show them the way?
No, I don't think we need to go if our friend's not with us. He's a handsome little fella. He needs to see some sunlight.
No friend left behind.
Well,
The queen requires laid.
Your
Oh no.
well, you see, the queen, she required no.
you see the queen.
She's not a big fan of murderers. You know, like us goblins. You know, we go after people. We're not uninnocent in all this, but we never try to kill people. We just rob them. We have some morals. But the queen says if someone gets murdered, that's a problem. Now, we didn't kill anyone, but our scouts, as they were checking out the area the other day, they found Kangdar, and he had a bullet in his skull. And, would you look at that? You have something that shoots bullets. Care
Oh,
to
wow,
explain
sorry.
that one?
Is Kandar the one at the top?
Yeah, the
Like,
one with
in
who stole
front
my
of the
gold.
hedge? He didn't get shot. I shot him with my crossbow first, and then as Edison was going out to reach for his pouch, the ground beneath Edison fell apart, and I killed him with Toll of the Dead.
You're
I
telling
don't think
me
Edison
that-
shot at him.
You're telling me this?
Yeah, isn't that what happened? Am I stupid?
You're not stupid, no.
Oh, so they're lying. I get it. Or like, okay.
Well, I'm not gonna lie that it wasn't last night, but it was a few. What was it? It was earlier during the day yesterday that I defended myself along the road with my friends when a robbery was attempted. But I don't
I was
recall
never-
shooting anyone last night.
Roll deception.
Deception? I
If
got
you're lying
you.
to them. I'll just point out of character, he did kill a goblin because he shot the one dead and then you told the dead the other.
Yeah,
one, so-
I shot the one, like, because I shot the first one, and then you told the dead the other one.
Yeah, I just thought like, you know.
That is a 20 for deception.
All right. So you claim you did not kill someone last night. A goblin.
Look, don't get me wrong. I was angry yesterday due to being stolen from, but I'm not gonna like run off the beaten path to like run into the darkness just to get revenge. That'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah, only an idiot would do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can only wonder.
Like, look, I understand that, like, you know, I the way I see it, defending myself in broad daylight whilst being robbed, I feel like that's different. But what you're describing is just outright murder, and I, like, you know, that's wrong.
All right, he believes you.
All right, perhaps I was a bit hasty. Whatever, I'm so over. I don't get paid enough. Let's go. We'll show you the way out.
Thank you.
So we're just gonna say I don't have a way out. So we're just gonna say there's a path that he can lead you towards.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
one by one, you guys are back in the forest.
Way, forest moment.
Forest moment.
I miss my alchemy stuff already.
A bit after we would have left the goblin cave, I would have like given Edison a little like not elbow check, but you know, touching him with my elbow, being like, "Hey, by the way," and then I pull out his money pouch and I'm like, "I got this for you."
Split that between you and Sheldon. I'll take the copper though. Like after what I've just put us through, I am not taking any of that.
But,
I
but
am not taking any
Edison,
gold.
Edison, I haven't lost my money. I did a little sneaky on them.
Yeah, like you can just take the gold, you know, like.
All right, well, just keep the copper then, okay? Like, I'd feel awful if I left you with nothing.
I mean, I won't say no to copper, I guess. How much copper is in there?
I believe it was 20.
Okay.
It was either 20 or 30 pieces. I believe it was 20.
You would know, not me. You keep track of that shit. So.
Well, I don't have any fucking money on me, so I couldn't.
I've got your money back now, so.
Yeah, I got 20 gold. That was a fucking ordeal, and honestly, that's entirely my fault. I gave in. I gave in to my frustrations. I admit it. I admit I was a bit rash. I do appreciate you at least helping out, both of you. And I'm gonna be honest, you did more for me than I did for you. So,
By the way,
thank you.
Edison,
Yes.
last night when we were in the cell, you mentioned Alistair?
Ooh, a new character in your life. Is that your mom?
No, not my mother. That's. We'll let's hope that. Just forget the name. It's not relevant. It's Let's continue walking.
Evasive. Interesting.
Alright, if you say so.
And then, like,
Also-
I'll quickly. Oh,
Also, I'm going to ask. You seem a lot bubblier today than you were yesterday and the previous day. I'm curious. Like, does this change depending on whatever is going on with you?
can a woman not be happy anymore? God,
What? I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
you're the worst. You gotta learn how to talk to ladies, you know? Like, how are you ever gonna find someone like that? Jesus Christ. No, actually. So, all of us.
Called out. Damn.
No, you said Jesus Christ. I'm like, who's that? Not in this world. So.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
By the gods.
By the gods,
By
yeah.
the gods, Ella be fucking cursed. But, so to explain this whole ordeal, since I guess you haven't ever seen an Eladrin before?
I don't believe I have. Like, they're not exactly common around here.
Okay. How to make this short? So, imagine you have emotions, right? Right, emotions.
I'm
You have
imagining.
those?
Imagine.
Yep, okay, so you don't have emotions.
Imagine you weren't an unfeeling dicktard.
What's
So
Agent's
for
out there?
us, we're deeply connected with the forest, nature, and all of that stuff, how you would call it down here. Even though, I gotta say, the forests down here look boring as hell. Absolutely. How do you even live here? Regardless, depending on a few different factors, we can freely change between the different seasons that you would call it, that we connect with. And depending on that, our emotions are stronger than usual and or like weaker, how it's kind of logical if you think about it. So spring is like a happy thing, summer is like a "Rrrr" type thing, and winter is a type thing, and then autumn is just kind of normal, which is what I'm trying to stay in most of the time. But unfortunately, I don't have entire control over that thing, unlike pretty much all other religion. But, you know, like, that's kind of the whole gist of it. It's just,
Well,
it's bad.
I must say that's actually rather interesting. I've never actually seen anyone or anything really like react like that towards like the world, like, well, physically towards like, you know, emotions or have that kind of change within us. It's really interesting.
You want to see something really cool?
I would fucking love to.
Okay, don't resist. And I touch Edison.
The way I look sucks out, like, wait, what?
Choose your next words carefully.
Yeah, so I touch Edison. And then he gets teleported like 30 feet in on like a branch on top of a tree where he can safely jump off of still, like not too high. He gets teleported up there. And yeah, now you're just, from suddenly being next to me, you feel like me touching you, some energy going through you, and suddenly you're on top of a branch. When I shout out to you, see? Pretty cool, right?
Oh, this is fucking awesome. How often can you do that? That's fucking sick.
One more time today.
Please do not do that to me.
Oh, by the fucking gods. This
Oh
is fucking
boy,
amazing.
as Sheldon says that, I'm like, oh, I would never, and I touch him, and I send him into another tree.
By the gods.
Wait, so hold on. It's an ability that allows you to cast Misty Touch as a touch spell.
Yeah,
or
it's-
Misty Step as a touch spell.
Yeah, it's my face step that I've used before, but since level 3, they get different abilities depending on what season I'm in, and in the spring season, I can touch someone and have them teleport instead of me.
That's so
It's
cool.
basically that warp vortex or whatever that Artificer gets, if you remember Joy 6.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was just looking at the. Wait, hold on a second. I'm just now looking at the bottom right of the fucking screen. No, zoom in. You gotta see the rest of it. There's some really small writing in there. You gotta see.
Oh, god damn it.
I can't take you guys
I wrote
anywhere.
It in red. I was waiting for somebody else to help join me in the penis game. I don't know who wrote it in purple. Oh right, no,
That
I
was
just
me. That
realized.
was me. That was
Oh,
me.
was you? Okay,
I wrote it.
waiting
I
for
wrote it in
somebody
purple.
to do it louder.
Who wrote it? Who wrote the text?
I wrote, "Are we doing the penis game?" And then yeah, I did that.
There's the message from King for all of you.
All of a
Whoa,
sudden,
floating letters in the forest.
But upon being teleported up and reacting to it, I am gonna hop down. I'm gonna try and like climb down from the tree as safely as I can, like whilst just absolutely flabbergasted by that. Like,
Okay, you fall in another goblin hole. I'm just kidding.
just starts all over again.
Why are you down here again?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You drop down.
yeah, and then after all of us getting down, I am gonna continue walking whilst at least being more cautious of my step this time because
You hear a thud as the shell falls out of the tree too. I'm just kidding. I assume you want down, Sheldon. So
Yes, of course.
okay, we'll say you can.
I
thud
don't
your way
like
down.
hearts.
So you guys are going back to the town.
Please never do that
yeah,
again.
we're gonna try and make our way to back to the keep as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say to each other? I'm gonna.
mischievous in the spring.
Yeah. I'm already liking it.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything else that needs to be shared between one another unless they've got like questions for each other
Let
or
me check.
whatever.
I did have maybe something. No, get lied to, Lamau.
Damn. Anything from you, Sheldon?
Nope.
Okay.
Besides the thing I just said, like, about not ever doing that again.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Sorry. And then I whisper to Edison, I'm so gonna do that again.
All right. The next morning, you two awake with a knock at the tent. Get out here, you two. Your presence is needed.
All right. I looked at the pilot. So the show begins, and we'll head out.
This way.
All right.
Okay. I'll move you. Yeah, you just go there next to him.
I'll move.
Okay.
Oh, you're on top of me.
I didn't do that.
Alright. No, you gotta go. You gotta go over here
well.
in front of these guys.
Here.
Yes. Bitch.
Railroading.
Don't you dare. You wouldn't believe how much I've been restraining myself this session. Not the rest of the campaign. This session, how much I'm holding back from railroading you.
You're doing a fantastic job, King. We can all see it.
I'm gonna smash my forehead into the camera. Okay. Madam, tell us the white. We are all present before you now. Good, good. Attention one and all. It has been brought to my attention that we have had some very naughty traitors in our mix. And it seems all the prisoners, our source of entertainment and manual labor, has gone missing. There's some groans in the audience. Oh, come on! Now, it wasn't that they were going to be much good to us anyways. We weren't even going to mock them. But we need to identify and execute these traitors immediately. Now, I have brought before me our various witnesses of the night's events from before. And over here, we have taken note of 6 individuals we believe to be either a part of the traitors or working with them. So, witnesses, I say to you, what can you tell me? So for the record, it's you two, it's the acolyte who investigated with you, and then your kobold friend. So, you 4 are the witnesses. So, do any of these figures, meaning these 6 lined up here, look familiar to you?
Okay, so how do I want to do this?
I would like
Alright.
to tug
I'm gonna have-
at, without saying any. Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna tug at Daniel's sort of waistcoat to try and get his attention, because I can't speak. So I'm gonna sort of tug at him and kind of do like whimsical things with my hands, like spell casts, you know. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that because I'm trying to make him guess, like Patrika.
We gotta tell him what your hands look like, so...
Okay.
So
you-
I like I'm casting a spell.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I figured you were going for. I'm gonna motion for you to hop up on my back, actually, real quick.
Oh, I'm so down. I jump up.
And just kind of letting you look in, just kind of like pointing you and your face in the direction of the 6 that they've identified as potential ones. And I kind of don't want you to point out anybody just yet, but I will go ahead and speak.
What we've determined so far is that whoever was responsible most likely used magic. If not themselves, they brought in another who could use their magic to put the guards to sleep.
Unfortunate news, then. These are some of the mercenaries that have aligned with our cult, or villagers from Greenhurst that decided to become one of us. It is quite possible that these traitors have already set about their way. Madam, I promise you silence! I do not wish to hear from you, I wish to hear from them. Even you, little kobold, speak your mind. And so you hear in Draconic, well, I can't really speak on the matter, though I was told there could be some traitors. I heard the rumor spread around, and when we went to go look, the prisoners were already gone, and the guards were asleep. And so that means someone did it, and if they have means to magical capabilities, I would assume it's someone with connections. And, of course, Cyanrath, he translates for her because she doesn't speak Draconic. So, and then
Wait,
he just steps back. What?
Talus doesn't speak? Or is
She doesn't speak Draconic. He does, so he's telling her this.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought Talus was a Dragonborn for some reason.
No, this is
No,
her.
That's the
For some, well, when I heard Talus the White, I kind of assumed like, oh, she's like a white Dragonborn or something.
You would be led to believe that, yes.
She's the
Vesemir is the-
Fire Emblem looking character here.
Okay. I think I just never zoomed in on her character art enough to actually know what she actually looks like. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's like
Now
she's a half elf, so yeah.
Now it makes sense. Oh, it's a half elf. Okay, cool.
yeah. Talus the White is the half elf dressed in purple.
Okay. Well,
Well, very well. What about you, little one? And she's pointing at the one that doesn't talk. You don't speak much. Or perhaps it is that you can't. But you were the one who tried to flee here because you heard of some traitors. So do tell me. I hope you have an answer. Who is it?
I'm gonna look at Daniel a little for reassurance.
Let's get it. If you'll allow us to approach the witness, if you'll allow us to approach them, I'd like to have him get a closer look. Keep in mind, pretty much all of them wear masks. It might be easier if we get a closer look.
Very well. Go ahead and do so.
all right. So with Pilot on my back, we'll go one by one down the line. And what I'm planning on doing is basically insighting into all of them, trying to determine who looks the most nervous about this. Like,
Okay.
who looks probably the most, like, scared and unsure about how this is going to go.
Okay.
And I think that should help me make a bit more of an informed decision on what I want to do.
Gotcha.
Okay. What is my insight at? Alright, that's an 18.
Okay. I won't have you roll for all of them. We'll just go one by one. You look at each of them, and you take note that specifically this guy and this kobold, they look suspicious. Or they look like nervous, you know. Did I crash?
No,
Nope, you're
You're
here.
good.
Oh, okay.
I'm simply thinking.
That's fine. I
Alright.
I get scared when I don't hear an immediate
Nope, you're
response.
good, you're good. So, alright, so Daniel and Pilot will go down the line one time, keeping a look on everybody. And then I come back up after going down the line one time. Look at this guy for a second.
His eyes go kind of wide when you, like, pause on him. He's like, what, bro?
Tell me, the one who put them to sleep, magical sleep. Are you capable of something like that?
No, hell's no. I don't. I have some magical capabilities, but I don't have possession of sleep spells and such.
Where did you come from before the cult?
I am nothing more than a mercenary, looking to sell my trade, which is my skills, to whoever pays the highest price. And now that and some of the cult members give him a weird look, and he's like, but now that I'm a member of said cult, I am in line with Severin's ideals.
You came to this cult recently.
Only a couple of weeks ago, I was hired.
You know, when we encountered your cult the first time in Greenhurst, we actually managed to come across a Knight of Justice who said that there might be an operative on the inside if we were to find him. It's interesting. A couple weeks ago, he's been tailing this cult, and now we find out there's a traitor amongst you who manages to puts the guard to sleep and then escape with the prisoners after myself and the kobold show up. Seems a bit suspicious.
Sorry, I'm not meaning to misspeak like that.
That's fine. You're good. How dare you accuse me of such? I don't even. It is true. We have been having a pesky little Knight of Justice following us. I sent some of my men to go deal with him, though when they returned, they said he couldn't move. The fact that he's still alive worries me. Are you suggesting this man is who they're talking about?
I'm gonna give a slight. I'm gonna give like a slight signal to Pilot on my back. However subtly I can do it, so that way I'm not making it obvious. If it's just like, like a pinch of like his foot or something like that, just to kind of give him the signal that like make a nod or some kind of gesture to say confirm that I am turning this guy into a scapegoat, essentially.
Yeah. I'm gonna spit on his boot
Okay.
That
and
works.
snarl a bit.
You little monster! And
Seems
he,
we have our answer.
My lady, I assure you, I am not a traitor. I don't have the abilities that they're speaking of. They're lying.
But you have the connections.
You don't know that.
Through the Knights of Justice, you'd be able to get any number of magical abilities, or you'd be able to at least get a spellcaster on that level who could.
all right, roll deception with advantage,
Can do.
because you're stretching the truth at this point. So
No, absolutely. Oh, I'm fucking absolutely stretching the shit out of this.
Wait,
Bro
with
knows it.
disadvantage.
I lost my die.
I'm looking to see. I wonder. Can I help him with this?
With
Are-
advantage already, I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
are you proficient
No?
in
Okay.
that? Well,
Okay.
helping only gives him advantage anyway. So yeah.
Well,
Oh right, yeah.
he
It
said-
doesn't give a
Well,
proficiency.
didn't you say Didn't you say because you're a helper, you're able to give like bonus proficiencies as long as you're like proficient with that skill? That's one of your things.
Honestly, I'm still
Read it again,
working
I'm
from
curious.
from the guide.
I thought that was just for
There's
himself.
a few things here. Let me see.
Where did
no,
my dice
no,
go?
it's
I dropped the dice and it's just gone. Okay, we're using a different dice now.
The outcome will
cunning
never be
action, no. Bonus action.
Okay.
In addition,
well,
psychic gains. Sorry.
no, go ahead. I mean, if it does help, then I'll use it. But if not, it's a 21.
Okay.
21 works.
21 is good for me. Okay, so this guy is shitting bricks now. Alright, it looks like we have our answer. Well, then the rest of you get out of the way. And so they, get out of the line. I swear! They're lying! It's not me! I would do no such thing! I would not betray the cult! So, you're sure it's this one, then? It seems you've backed him into a corner. And he summons like a firebolt in his hand, and he aims it at you, Daniel. You're lying! I will not allow you to sully my name any longer! I swear, by all that is holy. And let me check real quick. That is a 21 with the great sword. So, and this guy will take, I don't even know if I need to roll. Yeah, he'll take 14 points of slashing damage and have his head cut off.
Damn.
That is enough of that nonsense. Very good, my new friends. It seems you are right. We found a filthy traitor. Though that means there are more out in the wilderness. Lady Dallas, what shall we do about the missing prisoners? I do not like the sense of traitors. However, if we have the one in the camp taken care of, they can take their pesky little prisoners for now. We need to get on the move. And she turns to the two of you. Job well done, though. Consider yourselves off the hook.
Thank you very much for your kindness and hospitality. I'm glad I was able to help as best as I could. I'm sorry that it had to go this way. I had hoped to stop the traitors before the prisoners got away. But at least we have that taken care of for now.
Indeed. And she turns to all the others. The hells are you still doing here? Get to work! We need to get a move out. We've already wasted enough time on this. And they all, like, start to, like, scatter. Oh, yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes. I'm not going to move everybody. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
but,
no, of course.
you get the point. There's a lot of guys. So they're moving around, packing up the tents and such. Do tell me your names. I am quite interested.
My name is Daniel Forger.
Forger. Your eyes, they look familiar somehow, though I'm not quite sure if I could place you, but it really doesn't matter.
I get that a lot.
And, what of the one that does not speak?
I'm gonna see. Hold on. I'm gonna come up with just a name off the top of my head, since I don't think hand signs are gonna be enough for him to give me an actual name to work
No,
with.
you can't call him Hansy, okay?
I'm not gonna call him Hansy.
He's hands on. I get it.
This one's name is Zox. At least that's what I've been taken to calling him.
Very well. Daniel and Zox. I should do well to remember your names. Once I have a sit-down with Rezmir, we could see about getting the two of you even promoted. Though, and in terms of right now, do you have any questions for me?
Just one.
And I'm gonna show her the dragon branding.
Is there any way to get rid of this?
Oh, I see. You were taken originally against your will. It is very wise of you to ensure yourselves with us. There is a way, though I do not know of it myself. The only one who can properly take that off of you is Severin. You see, he taught a select few of his cult members how to place it on individuals, but only he himself knows how to take it off. I've actually believe I've heard a story of a couple figures that, before they were transformed, or simply had their minds polluted by the branding, he took it off of them as a reward for their good servitude. I don't know if he'd be willing to do it right now, but if you work your ways up the cult in a due time, I could see it having removed for you.
Well, I suppose I'll have to work hard then.
Indeed, you'll have plenty of time for that. And then there's this pause, because you haven't said anything, and she goes,
Yep.
Well, enough of that now. You know the drill. We got to get a move on. Start helping everyone pack up the tent. Hang on, let me double check where we're fucking going here. Yeah, we make break for Alturia in due time.
Sorry. What will we find there?
She pats you on the cheek. Oh, my bandaged friend, that is for me to know and for you to follow orders about. Now get a move on. Come along, Cyanref. Ah, it looks like she is taking a liking to you. This is good for you, new friends. See to it you don't mess up. Though, if you ever want to spar, you know where to find me. And so he walks off with her.
You know, if I didn't know any better, they seem pretty alright.
Don't forget why we're here. Hopefully we'll get reinforcements by the time we reach the next city. But for now, let's continue to play along. Somehow we got off the hook this time. But let's keep our guard up.
Alright, okay.
And then we'll start helping them head out.
So you guys are going to stay with the camp?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna see about putting a bed up here. This is fucking comfy. Get used to this.
Oh my gosh.
This is gonna turn into an evil campaign.
Okay. Great. Back to the keep. All right. I'm fast forwarding a little here because
Go for it.
that's how we're doing this. So, all right.
Yeah, no worries.
The three of you return to Greenhurst in total, technically, but we'll just say you go to the hold, or the keep, whatever. And at the keep, there's a lot less people in there. People are trying to rebuild some of the buildings now and go about their days, seeing what they have. I mean, the place has been devastated. Leosin is there as the three of you do approach. He looks a bit concerned, seeing there's only three of you. You've returned, with good news, I hope?
Well,
Great news, actually.
Well, I'll let her handle it then.
No, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Leosin, as you can see, there are currently less of us than there were yesterday. That is because the bandaged one and our large metal friend decided to sneak within the cult's ranks and kind of track them to see where they go next. We have no idea where they are. They might have already packed up camp by now. We were held up overnight, otherwise we would have tried to get here by fairly late last night.
White goblins.
Shut up. But that being said, hopefully you've actually got some backup for us, because while I don't know the exact location they're going in, if we continue to head in the direction that their camp was, we should be able to continue tracking them from there.
I do hope so. Actually, and he points up, and you see what looks to be like a hawk floating above you guys.
That's been there ever since last night, and I've been a bit concerned about it. It's just flying up there. Do you know... Do you know it?
No, I can't say I do. And with that, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hold my hand up to like see if it like does anything or like reacts to like me trying to reach out to it, even if it is like out of my reach.
When it spots you, it quickly flies down and lands on your arm. When it lands, it doesn't really weigh much, so you sense it's not actually a hawk.
I'm back.
Welcome
All
back.
right. All right then. Well, I'm gonna guess I see like the bit of parchment that it's holding, like a little scroll.
Yes, there's parchment. It's in its mouth. It hands it off to you.
I'm gonna
Opening it
take
up,
that. I'm gonna
it
open
reads... it reads, Dear comrades, Pilot and I have successfully infiltrated the enemy camp, and we are working on gaining their trust. I can't say for sure whether or not I'll be able to fool them for long. You need to make haste with as many reinforcements as possible. Follow the hawk. She will lead you back to me.
Well, at least now we know that we're not going to be lost trying to find them.
Who do you think sent that?
Well, based on the note here, Daniel sent it, and this seems to be... I don't remember the term for it, but I know that spellcasters, depending on what they know, can summon stuff like this. Very cool. So this seems
Like
to
a
be
bear,
his.
do you think? Leosin ponders.
I hope they're alright.
I would like to try petting the hawk.
Okay, it magically does not really react, but it lets you.
Okay.
That's cute.
Yeah, Leosin, don't suppose you have, like, word on your reinforcements?
They should be here within the hour.
Well, then as soon as they arrive, then we'll head out, because we've already wasted... Well, I've already wasted enough time trying to get back here. I would rather Daniel and Pilot don't end up in, like, the wrong hands. But I do have an inquiry, which I would like to raise, considering we are back.
By all means.
So, about that money...
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, we've got information. We know where they're heading. Like you said, that all we had to do was do a simple scouting mission. I think that's worthy of payment, don't you think?
Well, I would argue with you and say we don't know where they're heading, but because we have this hawk familiar, it seems it is worth it and all. The payment is with my men. Once they arrive here, it will be in your hands.
Perfect. That's all I want. God, I wonder where they are going. Fucking... You know, chasing ne'er-do-wells across the fucking plains, like, the material plane is not how I envisioned this going.
Chasing who?
Ne'er-do-wells, assholes, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, why didn't you just speak common? So way simpler.
Shut the fuck.
He cursed one word in another language. That was undercommon, sorry.
I hope they are okay, though. Like...
Yeah, they'll be fine. You're too worried. It's just, have you seen Daniel? That guy looks like he can beat people up. Like he can fuck them up, you know?
He does seem... He does look very, very capable. And I have no doubt he'll be able to handle himself, especially based on what we heard from him yesterday.
Yeah,
But
see?
I don't know. There's just something about cults and such that just seem to rub me the wrong way.
Don't worry about it. And then she'll like use her hands to like pull his cheek up to force him to smile. And she's like,
It's gonna be fine. We just have to
I-
wait, and then we'll go there, and then we'll rescue them, and everything will be fine.
Whilst like she's still like cupping my cheeks like that, I'm just like, you know, I haven't had anyone do this since I was a child. You really don't need to do this.
Oh my god. Sheldon is just standing there looking at it like, oh, that's adorable.
I'm like, oh, my little baby, oh.
and I let go.
It's a cute little Henderson.
Fucking freak show. Okay.
Who's the turtle's good little boy? Who's the turtle's good little boy?
Oh my god. right. I'm not gonna be able to do that. All right. So within the hour, what? Huh?
In that hour, I would like to take, since the pendant, right? I would be able to identify that during a short rest, I assume.
Okay, sure.
I would like to do that in that hour. So I take a short rest to identify the pendant that I've got on me to like figure out, what its whole deal is. Since that's how identifying works, I think, right? Like if you can take a short rest, you can find out the magical properties of items that you have on you by like experimenting with them.
Pay no attention as I pull the curtain over and try to read through this real quick to double check the meaning of identify. Choose one object that you must touch to cast a spell of magic item, some its properties and how to use them. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Well, so you rest, and you examine it, and you are able to form a magical connection to it to try and understand what it does. So it is not the magic that is within the pendant feels. How do I word this properly? You get the sense that it is used on something as it has the desire to magically move, not the pendant itself, but the magic within, as it is going to turn something. You get the sense that it is some kind of key to some sort of specific lock.
Okay. Cool.
Ruby.
Yeah, after finding that out, I quickly relay that information to Sheldon and Edison, being like, by the way, newsflash, this pendant, and I pull up the pendant, apparently a key.
What do you reckon it unlocks?
A door. Or maybe a chest. Potentially a window.
Could you imagine that? Someone locking their fucking window using a magical pendant.
Gotta be a rich person. Only rich people do that, right?
You know what? I can't say for certain that rich people do that.
Lloydian
enough,
once
sir.
mentioned it, that some people do that. He also said there was a particular reason, but I forgot.
Remember, I want to know.
Yes, I'm curious as well. Please remember.
And I cast guidance on you so you remember better.
You want to roll a history check?
Can I make a disadvantage because I don't want to remember?
Okay.
You can willingly fail, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't have to roll. You could just say you don't. You
I
can,
want to.
you can
I
fake
want
it.
to willingly fail it.
Okay, then you fail the roll you can't remember. You guys see his little turtle face struggle for a moment, but he can't remember.
What a guy.
What a
I don't
think it's-
remember.
I like whispered Edison,
Do you think his brain's not fully developed yet?
I
I'm
heard
beginning to
that.
imagine that. No, you didn't. No, you don't.
we're talking about something
remember
else. I promise.
You don't remember? Oh god, that's gonna be a thing this whole campaign.
Yes, you don't remember hearing that. Just, I think he might actually be underdeveloped, but that's okay. As long as he can hit stuff and help out, and that's what matters.
Time for the telltale notification. Sheldon will not remember that.
After Edison says like he's a bit underdeveloped, I go to Sheldon.
It's okay. I'm a bit underdeveloped too.
I want to do an unarmed strike.
No, we're not doing PvP right now. No.
Save that for a few sessions from now.
Yeah. We'll wait until Dyer cameos again. Dyer gets to PvP, you guys.
We can say just give
whenever
me like
she
a light tap
plays
or
her
something.
returning character.
You can punch him in the
Lights out.
arm that deals no damage, like just a.
Okay,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Rude.
after watching Bjorn in the last campaign decimate the whole party, I think he's gonna not have that happen again.
No.
Yeah, PvP is kind of crazy.
Oh, but we'll just wait till we reach 8th level.
Can I start to fast forward a bit here?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, we're
Okay.
distracted.
This is hurting my brain. I gotta fix this shit. So let's make this easy. All right. Eventually, a group of soldiers show up. They are adventurers of varying degrees, but they all have like a pendant on them that symbolizes the Knights of Justice. Okay? They're Leosin's reinforcements. They're significant, not at all, but you don't need to know any names. There's a good like dozen of them or so.
Okay.
The hawk flies into the air once you are ready, and the three of you, plus Leosin, plus all his people, set out to go chase the cult. Okay? Great? Great.
No.
Okay. Fight me! This is gonna take a while, so... So for the record, since you guys, went all the way back and now you're going after them again, it's going to take the day. So.
Yep.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the two of you, like I said, we're fast forwarding here because I got to get through some shit here. The two of you with the cult, you begin traveling. You do stop at night compared to the others who travel through the night. I mean, nobody needs to. We'll just say you guys rest enough to not get exhaustion, okay? But nobody needs to long rest again. So 87 days remain for the record.
Days.
We should.
Take a note of that. All right.
Already got it.
So next day, the cult is on the move again. They are heading fucking south or southeast, I guess, to Elturia, which is on your atlas. It is a city of significance. So they are going there, and your group is slowly catching up with them. And now I'm gonna pull some strings here because I'm fixing this. Okay, so
Thank you, King.
So here's how this goes, and I have let you get away with enough so far, so I'm railroading this, okay? Just for the sake of not making you guys sit there and do nothing while I work with people, okay? I have to keep watching Joy post fucking Freddy Fazbear 87 day pictures.
87 days until the party.
So, here's how this works, okay? With the cult, you guys are traveling, various carriages and stuff being pulled. And you guys come across another group of the cult up ahead. You see Talus from a distance walk up with Cyanrath, and they engage with what looks to be a black dragonborn. A very familiar black dragonborn.
Don't fucking say that!
Oh, I know who.
You're not there! It's just the two of them.
Holy shit.
So you two, you think that Dragonborn looks pretty familiar. And you actually see Talus bow at the waist to this Dragonborn.
Yep.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So,
Yeah.
you're quite a ways away because of where you guys are in line, but you do see them talk, and she begins to nod her head as the Dragonborn gets in her face and seems to be demanding things of her. She looks a little scared, actually. When it is over, the Black Dragonborn begins to turn, and the crew that is with that Dragonborn, as well as your own crew, begin to start moving in the same direction. So it seems you have met up with more cult members. There are, basically 100 cult members around you now.
Oof.
There's a lot of people.
That is quite a bit.
Walking through, Talus begins to gesture to a section that you guys are in of her group. Listen up. It seems we need some reinforcements for a deal that could possibly go wrong. I am looking for volunteers. I'm not even going to look for volunteers. I'm going to pick some of you, and you're going to go. Enough with the volunteering. And so she points to some guys over here. You, and you. And she hands them a piece of paper. Take that and go investigate immediately. You lot, you're going to go here. And she gives them paper. And she's like, you're meeting up with more cult members wherever you are going. And then she looks over at you. Daniel, honestly, I think it's good that you get a special assignment. And call me a fucking railroader all you want, but I'm putting you guys back together. So, and this actually does flow with the point in my notes, so it still works. I'm not making shit up. So she hands you a slip of paper. You and your little sidekick, she says, looking at the pilot, you're going to go to the poolside tavern. We have a business transaction going on there, and, well, I'd like to have an extra set of arms at bay should, hang on, let me look. Should, Anasthera need some help. Go there, ensure the deal is done one way or another, and we have in our possession what we need. Report back then, and I can see about getting you that promotion.
It will be done. Can you give me that name one more time, by the way?
The location or the person?
The person.
Both.
Anasthera is the cult member you need to go find. And
I'm guessing how to spell that.
Okay, do you want me to just say it?
Sure, if you want to.
Anastheria.
IA. Okay, I had it all right until right this then.
Well, you're trash. I'm just kidding. You're fine. He takes it like really harsh. Okay.
Daniel starts crying.
And the
So
location?
it's called the pool. Wait, bleh. Tide Pool Tavern. That's it. I read it wrong.
Tide Pool Tavern.
Tide Pool.
Tide Pool Tavern. Yes.
Oh, like a tide,
Okay.
like a tide. Oh,
Like a-
okay.
like
like
a-
a tide pod.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, wait,
oh my.
Exactly
Like the
where you were
tavern.
going with that.
I
Tide Pod
am on
Tavern.
drugs when I'm with you guys. Okay.
I'm
right.
gonna type down.
Isn't that just
Tide Pod
always?
Tavern.
So
Tide Pod Tavern. If you call it the Tide Pod Tavern, I swear to God.
the piece of paper,
The
it has the
its
name.
Only tenants are small children.
It has the name of the location and a map of the general area that you're in, and it shows you where it is, so you know which direction to walk towards. Okay?
Okay.
So this is going to be your special assignment from the cult, which is it is standing. I'm not bullshitting this. Like they're making you do that.
No,
so.
yeah. I'm fucking.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right, get your asses out of the cult group. So you're going. You know where they're going and everything anyway. So
Yep.
you'll report back to her in Alteria. Okay. Cutting to another area because I still have to do this. Is the other group, which is in hot pursuit. You guys actually see the cult from a far distance. You're quite a ways away from them, but you see the figures moving in the distance.
Okay.
Because the hawk has been, leading you towards them, so you see them. Well, it looks like your friends are still alive, as the hawk hasn't disappeared yet, and good news is, we're right on their tail now. It looks like, they're heading for Alteria.
Well, let's hope that whatever they're doing in Alteria isn't gonna be a detriment to the populace there. But we'll see where Daniel is first, see if we can reconvene with him and then try and work something out.
That would be ideal. Why is... And he's pointing... You see, the hawk is moving. It is not following the cult. They're going to the east, but the hawk is going to the west.
Their bodies are getting dragged away. No.
Well, now, if their bodies were getting dragged away, they'd be dead. But wait, what? Would I know what might be to the west of Alteria? Like in terms of towns or other locations?
No, you live, because where you were stationed, you were more in a northern area of the continent, so you wouldn't know this area. However, you do remember, just using your own normal intellect, that the note said follow the hawk and it will lead you to us.
Okay.
Hold on
So-
a second.
Okay.
If they were dead, wouldn't that mean that this creature, which is not defined by nature, would disappear as well if Daniel summoned it?
You're right. You're not as underdeveloped as Edison said you were.
Still rude.
I almost spit out my
Am I
water.
That was going to continue.
Well, then let's
forward
follow
as
it. Yeah, I just start running after the hawk then after hearing that.
Okay. So as you just all as she just books it, Leosin's like, probably best not to leave that one alone. We'll meet you in Alteria if that's fine with you guys.
Yes, follow the cult. We're gonna go find Daniel.
Okay. Yeah. It'd probably be best if we had every person possible for this. Okay, men, let's move. So yes, sir. And so they're gonna split off from you guys. And keep following the cult. Oh, by the way, you guys will be given your 100 gold each, and plus an additional 200 for the other two members of your group. To hand off to
What's
them.
the Edison?
I thought-
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say level 4 there.
No, you get money.
My
That's
bad.
good enough. Guys, we're on episode 4. Give me a break. You want this to be?
Episode 4,
oh,
level
yeah.
4.
You want this to be
A
50?
level an episode.
What happens when you get to
we're
20?
like
This is supposed to go to like 40 or 50.
We start from 1 again.
That
Start
sounds,
over from
that,
one again.
that sounds the most
Level
the
20.
most depressing outcome possible. You just lose all your levels. What are you, piggy dipping? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, he'll have to cameo at some point too, because just everybody fucking cameos. All right. Anyway, I'm joking. All right,
I
so
was gonna say, yeah,
I'm
kind of
gonna-
can't do that.
all right, so it does start to get late in the day again. We're getting the sun begins to set as evening begins to set in, and I am going to skip ahead again. The three of you eventually see a sign on the road that says it is for the Tide Pool Tavern. Okay.
Okay.
Can I mention something? I know you're doing railroading here, but can we say that?
Bitch, I am not railroading you, okay?
No.
We're
Sorry, I meant
fast-forwarding.
like we're fast forwarding. Can we say that on our way to the Tide Pool? Tide Pool Tavern. I picked up spell stock. Can we do that?
Yeah, I
Because that was in the way, right?
yeah, I wasn't even gonna mention it. I figured you would be like at night, like slipping away and moving him in places, so you would always have him nearby. So
That's fine. Yeah, I do.
you do that successfully, so no need to worry.
Okay.
Um,
Right, that's fine.
No need to worry about moving this giant mechanical thing and
No, of course
at
not.
night with nobody noticing or anything.
Yeah.
It's in a bush. It's in a bush. Don't worry about it. It's not even that big either. It's only 7 foot.
okay, tell me, Joy, what should I have you do if he fails a stealth check and 100 cult members spot him?
Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess we'll have to find out.
Guess
So-
he just dies.
Oh man, hooray for railroading. Thank you, King, for not letting us splitting the party get us all murdered. Oh, you guys are welcome.
Hey man, we made our choices.
Yeah.
We
I'd be
did,
okay
we
with
did.
dying if we do stupid stuff.
I'm
I was
completely-
I was fully prepared to die today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I told you,
I am fully content. With
I
the
told
actions
you
we've
I would be
taken.
your training wheels until level 5. At that point, you're all on your own. So,
All right, that's
Thank
fair.
you, King.
besides, Kieran always
just means we
retorts
get
to
to
me, "Well, I'd like to see my character through to the end before I die." I'm like, "Gee, then you have to make it to level 12 first." So,
Yeah, maybe not break a door in a goblin layer that has gotten you trapped.
I mean, you made
just
good
means we
rolls,
can-
you made good
Yeah, that's good
choices. You were
roleplay.
still
Yeah, I like
you still successfully role played your way out of the situation. But believe me,
did.
the urge to just have the queen show up was there. So
Oh, I'm sure.
okay,
It would have been fine. We would have gotten out.
Smash.
so
Fucking. this just means we get to make all the dumb decisions we want until level 5.
Yeah, we're gonna make the dumb
No,
decisions now.
no,
Get them all out now.
reasonable dumb decisions. If you take enough damage in combat, you're fucking dead. I don't care. So
Revivify.
okay, you got any diamonds, bitch? You got to spend those.
God, diamonds.
We can find some somewhere in the forest.
Yeah, let's find, we'll just find a diamond in the forest. It's fine.
All
They
right.
grow on trees, right?
So the humanoid turtle, the man with the cast on his arm, and the now green Eldrin. You guys spot 2 familiar-looking figures sneaking around. One appears to be all bandaged up, and one appears to be giant and metallic again. Because we're
They're
just staying
sneaking
back in there. They're sneaking
Okay.
up on this. You know, you see this long riverbank, and attached to it at the end is this like. It's not really like cave-like. It is a big structure made of a cobblestone. There appear to be a few people outside. You see them sneaking up like close by, but where they won't be seen. And yeah, you see that.
Do we see anyone else around them sneaking with them, or just the 2 of them?
It is just the 2 of them. You see some figures, some guards stationed at this cobblestone building, but they are not cult members or anything.
Did we get a long rest from last time up until now? Like
Yeah.
through the 2 days of
Oh,
travel?
wait, no, you didn't.
You
It's
did.
a 4 hour.
we
I
did.
don't think you did.
You did not long rest because you traveled through the day to catch up, or through the night to catch up. You rested enough that you don't get exhaustion levels, but no, you did
How
not.
many hours is that?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to use my 4-hour long rest advantage here.
No, you wouldn't be resting for 4 hours if you
Okay.
caught up as quickly as you did. So you rested enough to not get exhaustion. We'll just say that.
Okay.
So you didn't get your teleport back just yet, sweetheart. Sorry.
Oh man.
But
how
you did
far-
get your mind sharpener, by the way.
Yes, I have already done that on the goblin
Cool.
thing. Thank you. How far away are they from the nearest other people?
They haven't been. They won't be noticed from where they are.
Okay. I'd like to run towards them.
Okay.
And just semi-quietly, like, yell out,
Danielle! Danielle! Pilot!
just trying to get their
I think would be
attention.
noticed. Who is that? I don't recognize them.
Green skin and
Celia! Hey, hey!
is that?
I'm gonna start
gonna-
start charging towards her.
I open my arms.
He can't be my. He is the Warforged again. He's like 7 feet tall. So
I still open my arms.
okay.
She's like
After-
anticipating me to like embrace her. I just run straight through her.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just gonna push her to the ground and
Okay.
like a bull, like like how smoke comes out of a bull's nose. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do that to her, and then I recognize the bell on her neck,
Okay.
and I'm like, "Whoa."
I'm assuming I will also have seen Edison and Sheldon at this point as well.
They're awkwardly running a decent ways behind her, but yeah.
Okay, I'll look up and see that the hawk is probably like circling now and call
Yeah.
it down to me.
Yeah, it's above. Is it vanishing or is it just gonna like grab on?
No,
your
I wanted
shoulder?
to. Yeah, I wanted to like come down to my shoulder. I'm
Okay.
gonna like telepathically talk to it for a second. Just give it a command. I want to command it to basically circle the tavern and keep an
Okay.
eye out for anybody that might be looking for us.
It shall do so.
Okay, and then I'll go over and join the rest of the group.
So it seems you guys managed to catch up after all.
And seems like you're still alive.
And then I pet his head, like his hair a little bit.
Just gonna smack your hand away.
What happened, by the way?
It seems
Why do you
like
look
you're
different?
green.
Why do you
I'm
look so
glad you
different?
missed us.
Oh, I'm terribly ill. Oh, it's a disease in my body. I'm dying. Oh, it's over for me soon.
I don't even think I have to roll insight to realize that that's the
You can tell
It's like
she's
a
being
very
sarcastic.
overdone.
Yeah.
It's a very overdone like act of being like, oh, very theatrical, you know.
Very funny.
So we've got somebody all bandaged up. We've got somebody in a cast, and now we've got somebody falling ill.
And he buys it. Of course he does.
It is interesting.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
assume it is interesting. I assume it's a Feywild, and it's a Feywild heritable trait, huh?
I'm just kind of like studying you like super closely.
I'm just like awkwardly looking lightly like, you know, studying my entire body. I'm like,
Bit weird, but yeah, that's actually from something that my people can just do, kind of. I told Edison about it already. So
Interesting. Does it come with any useful abilities?
yes, but I used them already, and I need to sleep again before I can do them again.
Used them already? What, did you guys run into trouble or something?
Oh, huge trouble. Huge trouble. Yeah, so there was this bad tree, and
If you
Edison,
mean-
like, needed to get on top of it real bad, so I teleported him up there.
You can do that?
Yes! Isn't that cool?
It's cool and all.
It could be super useful.
and then I like whisper to Daniel. I'm like,
Hey, by the way, Sheldon doesn't like it at all, so don't tell him, but I plan on doing it to him again.
You're very strange. Anyways, to give you guys a report on what I found so far.
And I'll kind of explain everything that Pilot and I have been doing up until this point, and then explain to them the special mission that I'm on.
I know that we're ready to probably find the cult and take them down. However, they've got some sort of business deal happening here. First, me and Pilot are here acting as bodyguards, essentially, making sure that the deal goes through. Basically, once it's handed off, I can take the cult members out. We can figure out what it was they were taking, and then meet up with Leosin. Did he manage to bring any reinforcements?
Yes, he actually brought a significant number. It was about a dozen or so people. It may help out, but like, you know, based on the, I wasn't able to quite work out how large the cluster of like cultists there were that you had scattered from, but that should be enough to help out, especially when we get to, well, the city over there.
Our odds are better once we get to the city. The cult members, at least in the group that I was in, counted at least 100 by the time we met up, and there could be more heading towards the city.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Dozen
Well,
or so well-trained ones might be helpful, but we're gonna need more. In any case, Leosin should be smart enough to stay away from them until such time as they're ready to attack. You guys stay behind here. Pilot and I are the only ones who are expected to be here. Let us take care of this deal first, and then we'll meet up with you.
Why don't we just go in the tavern?
Well,
Is the deal in the
suppose
tavern? Do you know?
It is. As long as you guys don't make fools of yourself and get yourselves noticed, it should be fine. Just stay out of the way.
I like look over to Edison and Sheldon. I'm like,
Guys, we're gonna go drink!
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
I could do with a stiff one. Let's do it.
Fucking love Tide Pods.
Talk to you guys inside.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta have my book out here. Okay.
By the
He's
way,
gotta
during
hit.
this, while we're beginning to walk in, I'm gonna cast my guardian armor just to give myself 3 temporary hit points.
Okay. There's just an entrance. The guards have walked away. There's an entrance that literally just says open because it is a tavern. So you guys are gonna head in.
Yep.
Okay. There you are. I think I can just.
Wait, well, holy shit! Oh, it's down there. Holy, I didn't even see
Yeah,
that.
you're down there. Let me clear the way. As you walk up, there is this door's open. By the way, it's open enough that you can just kind of like push inwards and go through it. You see that it's like slit open. So.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let we'll let them go first, and feel like we're coming separately.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we don't want to go in as one like big group, but like
Yeah, we're a party of
too
3 and
small.
a party of 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Stairs, crafted of large cobblestones and slick with moisture, descend into a dark and murky cellar beneath the earth. From below, a muffled conversation can be heard echoing off the walls, mixed with the steady and distant roar of moving water. Limited torchlight reflects off puddles throughout the cramped corridor and into a room, its eastern wall left open to allow a view of 2 water wheels and a handful of sketchy individuals. That's through the wall over here.
Gotcha.
Just inside the entrance, a rug is poorly placed over what appears to be a magical circle, its runes adding a sickly green hue to the room. The statue of a hooded figure, its arm extended beckoning with a devilish grin, is set into the western wall. And, well, you see a guard stationed there standing before this visage, so... So he's standing by the edge of the stairs, and he is watching you walk through. Welcome to the Pool Tide Tavern. Tide Pool Tavern. I always want to call it. I want to call it the Pool Tide Tavern because it sounds funnier that way. But it's the Tide Pool Tavern. Yeah. Welcome to the Tide Pool Tavern. Please wipe your feet on the carpet before you make your way in.
Okay. As I approach, am I know I wouldn't be able to do like anything. I'm trying to think of how I want to say. Without like inspecting it further, but can I do like just a quick Arcana check on it just to see if I can like guess what this magical circle might do?
You're checking the circle? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah. If you want to give him an advantage, sure. I assume you're proficient, so.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. 17.
Okay. Yeah, it is a teleportation circle.
Ooh, very fancy.
But it can be active. You know, it can be activated by an individual. It won't just teleport you somewhere if you step on it. So
yeah,
it's safe to walk upon.
Cool. Then I'll go ahead and wipe my feet on the carpet.
Okay. You feel a light flutter when your feet step on the carpet, and then it just goes away. Both of you do, but nothing happens to you. So.
All right, then we'll keep going.
Okay. You guys are still just splitting yourselves?
Yeah,
well,
I mean, we
think
come
about it.
in like a few seconds after.
Okay,
you know,
you're
it's
gonna
like
be the next group. Okay, so you guys can
Yeah.
just come in and he'll say that, you know, if you want to interact with him, he's like, welcome to the Pool Tide Tavern. Tide Pool... Fuck! I keep doing it. Tide Pool Tavern. You know what? Either way I say it, it's close enough, so just bear with... I'm not gonna keep stopping myself. Welcome to the Tide Pool Tavern. Please wipe your feet before you enter.
Oh, thank you.
Do I have to take off my shoes?
No.
Oh.
Oh, good. I thought
carpet.
it was a creep thing. God.
Yeah, and then we just
Wipe
wipe our feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
You feel a light flutter again, but nothing happens.
fantastic.
Did somebody say they were taking their shoes off? No.
Oh no.
Fuck off.
I would expect this from me, but
When I said that Spastok was my favorite character, that was before Spastok started being a creep.
No. That's all me. No.
All right.
that's El Natural, baby.
Descending further, a strong, foul odor permeates through the room. The faint yet pungent aroma drifts from a sewage pipe and turnstile in the room set in the eastern wall and floor, respectively. Through the turnstile, though it appears closed, it doesn't stop the slow flow of smell of sewage, and obvious layers of cleaning materials do little to mask that scent. Small sign hangs from the string wrapped on the turnstile, and it reads, "Do not touch." The room is otherwise empty, since no one would wish to breathe in this room for very long. So it's some kind of mechanical piece just for the tavern.
This is actually suddenly, somehow, this has become useful.
What?
So, sorry, I never imagined this becoming useful, but it actually will. So, I'm going to use magical tinkering to make my armor smell really, really nice.
Okay.
Cool.
Always making
Yeah,
a makeshift gas mask.
Yeah, I've never imagined that joysticks. Did you ever, out of curiosity, did you ever
Magical
use this with
tinkering.
Jace?
No, I don't
That's
think
the
wait,
first
hold on.
level. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
because-
level thing. Basically, you
because
get to
magical
make
tinkering
something
is
light
just-
or smell different.
Yeah. It's just such a stupid little thing. But like, hey,
Yeah,
that's fucking
it's just a
awesome. It actually
novelty
works.
thing, but I'm gonna use that so it smells nice on the inside of my armor.
Yeah,
On
Daniel
the
doesn't
outside, I
care
guess.
at all. He's just going.
The thing that
he
says
has,
do
he
not
has no
touch.
reaction to the smell.
Okay. He has no reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
The thing that says do not touch. Can you describe it again? What was it again?
It is a turnstile. It's like a giant wheel, that like you can spin. It's on this metallic surface. Everything else is stone.
Okay.
It's really like a
I'd
giant rusty looking wheel.
If you
Yeah.
touch, I swear to God.
I'd like to turn to Edison and be like, watch this. And then I just
No.
lightly tap the thing. I won't turn it or anything. I very lightly tap the thing where it says do not touch. And I turn around to Edison. I'm a criminal now. I'm wanted forever.
Yes, you are a one-of-a-kind bandit, and you are doing incredible. Well done.
Nothing happens other than your hand feeling a little like dirty after touching it. So
Camera cuts to the exterior of the Typal Tavern where it just fucking explodes.
yeah, and that's the campaign, everyone. You literally didn't listen to the one fucking sign. No, you're good.
What is it
This
with
is
people?
literally Hawk.
So
What is it with people and not just looking with their eyes? Why does everyone always have to touch stuff?
he's the most
more fun that
reasonable
way.
member in the group. All right, Daniel, you gonna open the door? And that's before
Yes,
you, the
sir.
wooden door. Okay. Let me double check that this will open.
Oh, that's so
fucking
funny.
thing. Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
Holy shit, red circles.
Oh, bad guys.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee. Okay. The room bristles with energy from both its inhabitants and features. 2 guards stand in either corner below the open wall, which gives a view into the room above. Additionally, a group of brigands is they're split around, drinks in their hands, froth in their beards as they converse and laugh heartily. They're actually like just talking over each other past the water wheels for no necessary reason. You feel a few glances turn in your direction before letting you be. In the center of the room, there is an opening in the floor surrounded by a waist-high wall of stone. Within the opening, water rushes eastward, continuously pushing the 2 wooden wheels. The wheels appear to serve no purpose beyond touching a few chimes hanging in the ceiling, filling the room with a tinkling sound every few moments.
Alrighty, let's keep her moving.
Okay. As you walk past the
Next
guards, one of them does put a hand out to stop you. Pardon the interruption. Welcome to the Tide Pool Tavern. I almost did it. I didn't, though. Welcome to the Tide Pool Tavern. Might I ask what your business is here?
Just traveling. Needed a place to stop and get some nice meals and a drink.
I see. And would you happen to know the name of the owner of this establishment?
Do you mean to roll history for that?
That's an option, yeah.
Okay. That's a 16.
Although you've heard of the Tide Pool Tavern, you don't know who owns it.
Can't say that I do. Is there a reason you're asking this?
Well, you see, the owner only allows trusted individuals into their tavern, so I'm afraid if you don't even know who that is, I can't let you through.
Okay. Well,
You have,
in
I will
that
just say you have
case-
options here, okay? That's
I
not
know,
a
yeah.
guarantee.
Yep. No murder. So, in my head,
So,
I'm thinking. Hold on. Don't. Unless do you have like an idea of something you want to do?
I was gonna say, well, actually, okay, I'll just describe to you what I was gonna do. I was just gonna bring up Edison, how we have a well-known tavern keep ourselves, and we, I'm sure he maybe would get us in.
The problem is, as of right now, we're supposed to be acting as agents of the cult. And so if we're aligning ourselves with people that the cult has no awareness of, and the fact that the cult believes that Edison is dead right now, that kind of isn't going to help us.
This is true.
That being said, if the cult is setting up a deal here, that means they know. Talus wouldn't have sent me on this. Talus wouldn't have sent me here without a way to get in. Like, she had to have, like, made sure that I could get in at least.
Okay. Right.
The
answer is actually really easy.
Yeah. Wait. God damn it. Now I'm overthinking it. Fuck. God damn it.
That's why I told you that. I don't want you to overthink it and then screw yourself, so.
I know, but now I'm thinking. Now I'm wondering.
Just test out the options. You know, it's just dialogue. Just test out the options, see what they say.
I know, but I'm worried if I say the wrong thing, it's gonna turn into like a problem.
They are armed.
It's fine.
What's that? What'd you say?
Which one?
I think King. I heard.
Oh, I just said they are armed. So.
Yeah,
you know,
and I don't want to. I'm not gonna fight them. That's gonna be like a. It's gonna cause a whole.
No, they're white and not red markered. So there's a reason for that. They're not evil.
Yeah.
While Joy is taking time to ponder this, it continues like the guise of like me, Zalia, and Sheldon.
Yeah,
like,
you guys walk in. This other guard, he'll stop you and he'll be like, "Welcome to blah 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 blah." Do you know who the owner is? Yeah.
I don't, but my name is Edison Smith. I am with the Tavern Keepers Guild, and I've been sent out just to kind of, have a look around, try out the food, make sure it's still up to standard with the guild.
Oh, you're with the Code Bearers.
Yes.
Roll deception.
Could I touch him and give him guidance?
Yeah, you're right behind him. He won't notice.
Is it really deception? Because the Tavern Keepers Guild is within my organizations.
How the fuck does he know that's you, though? Do you have identification you can give him?
I would assume I've got ID on me.
Wouldn't that be persuasion then, yeah?
Wouldn't
it be...
Okay, if you have ID that you can prove who you are with that organization, then roll persuasion.
Alright. Persuasion...
Because you can't just walk up and say, I'm with this group. He doesn't know who you are,
So, no, of course. I wouldn't expect that to be the case.
Okay, yeah, in this case...
A 16.
Okay. And you show him your ID. He looks at it. Oh! I see, and these are just some consorts of yours?
We're friends!
Yes, they're here to join me on a drink because, you know how it is. When you can get into places like this fairly easily, you like to treat your friends, don't you?
Of course. Yes, the boss will probably be happy to see you here, and we hope to get a good, glowing review from you. Please, after you. And he gestures for you to keep moving.
Thank you very much. And with that, I'm just going to lead Zalia and Sheldon through.
You actually pass your other companions because they're stuck.
I just give him a wink as I walk by.
He's such a biatch. All right. So back over to you, Struggles.
Yeah, no, I know I'm struggling. I'm overthinking this, but I am gonna try something now.
Okay.
I'll look to the guard. I'm here for someone named Anastasia.
Oh. I see. No one should be knowing about that. You are, and he gets really close. You are with a specific group, I presume?
I'm gonna just kind of open my cloak and flash my mask.
Ah, I see. Well, then, your business is your own. Feel free to go on ahead. Sorry for stopping you.
Thank you. Not a problem at all.
Okay, you guys are good to go.
Cool.
Okay.
I gotta make sure. Hang on. Okay, we're gonna.
God, I took way too fucking long to do that. I should have just looked at my notes.
Hang on. Look at the forest for a second. I gotta double check something.
Whoa, a forest!
Whoa, a forest in the middle.
They have an indoor forest?
Wow, this inn really has
It's a picture on the wall, okay?
Oh, wait.
They have an indoor picture of the forest?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Whoa, the
Okay.
pitch is so big. Why would it
Okay.
consume this entire wall?
Okay, we're good.
Whoa.
Thank you.
We're
Okay.
playing Mario 64 in D&D.
I was about to say, King, do we have permissions
Smash.
to write innuendos on the forest picture?
No. Okay, so you
No.
never have my permission to do that. Okay. This surprisingly small room is the centerpiece of this operation and is crowded with as many people as possible. I didn't put a bunch in here because bite me. To make use of the space. In the far corner, a makeshift bar, sticky and stained from years of work, blocks in a grizzled woman and man who both pour various dark liquids into a collection of mugs that have seen better days. Behind them are two shelves filled with numerous jugs and bottles. He said jugs. And that the woman deftly grabs and uses to satiate her customers. Across from her, sitting atop wobbly bar stools, are three more thuggish-looking individuals. There's apparently only two all of a sudden, but, you know, that's fine, too. Are various thuggish individuals. Here, we'll fix that. Honestly, this would probably work, so there would be a guy like that there. More thuggish individuals. Looking for a night of debauchery. On the other side of the room, there are some individuals playing games of cards. There's only one main table in the room, and it is in the back with glowing candles sitting upon it. A young but worn-out looking woman sits there. She has a black cloak and long, worn hair. Let me double check something. Beside the table, the shape of a small alcove can be made out. A wooden door set in the wall within. A sign dangles from a nail beat into the wood. It reads, "Don't touch this either or you're dead."
Valid.
And so that's let me double check. That's this one here for the record. And
Okay.
across the room near the bar, there's a second door that leads outside. You can hear a lot of cheering coming out of there. So
If I touch this, am I dead?
there's a good shot of that, yeah.
That's
Well-
railroading.
To keep up appearances, Edison is going to approach the bar. He's not going to stand on it because that would be very silly of him.
No, you're on the edge. I gotcha. This guy's polishing a glass right now. The dwarf as he turns to seat Batya, or I guess he's a half.
Hello.
So.
My name is Mr. Edison Smith. I am here to try out some of your ale and whatever food you have on service.
Ah, wonderful. By all means. What are you in the mood for today?
Well, I would love to see your menu for starters.
Of course. Let me pull one right out of my ass. I'm just kidding.
This guy has a pocket in his ass. Holy shit.
He pulls
Apparently
out.
so. Those bag of holdings fit everywhere.
He pulls out a very worn piece of parchment that's almost like in a frame, and he hands it to you. So there is some owlbear steak, which is, but that's quite expensive. That is 10 gold. Let's see here. Where is my thing? There we go. You can get a salad, which is actually an option for 2 silver.
We like that.
For 5 silver, you can get. What does that say?
Can't read his own writing.
I didn't write it. It's in the book that I have on this table here. Oh, it's just like a bag of like snacks, almost like various like hand-picked like meats and cheeses. It's like a small platter. It's about 5 silver, and then the ale is simply going to be 5 copper.
By the way, did we split that gold between me and Pilot, or no?
I don't believe we've actually given you your cut yet.
Not yet. Edison had the 200 gold, I would have assumed.
There is 200 additional gold apparently in my pocket that I've got to that I've got to give to you and Pilot as soon as I can.
Ale for everybody. I'm just kidding.
Well, if that's the case, I would like to. Could I get one of these platters? But could we like make it large enough for 3? Just because it's just simple pickish food. Not really feeling too hungry. And could I get 3 ales?
For yourself? Cause you're addicted.
I'm ordering for all 3 of us.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like, look, don't get me wrong. Like, I love a drink, but I'm not that bad.
Sheldon, do you drink?
He's gonna drink today.
On occasion. You know, drama does a lot of weird things to people.
Have we got an alcoholic depressed tortoise?
If you need to talk about it, we're always here.
you know, turning from a turtle casually swimming.
Fuck's sake. It is.
What is happening?
Turning from a normal turtle into, you know, this kinda, you know, fucks with one's mind.
But it's way cooler, right? You have way more things that you can do. Plus, you don't take fucking days to go anywhere. You have hands. Hands are cool, right? Do you have thumbs? Can I check if he has thumbs? Does he have thumbs?
He does.
You have thumbs. Those are cool. You can like grab things. You couldn't do that before. You have the way to speak with people. You can beat people up with that stick of yours. You can.
Yes, yes, I know. But life was just easy when I was just swimming in the ocean.
Upon hearing all this and like realizing it's like loud enough for the bartender to hear, I'm gonna look from their conversation back to bartender and say, "So yes, a platter and 3 ales, please. Make that 4, just so it's level."
He doesn't want to hear it. Okay, he's like, we do have a special. You can get the platter for 3 for the price of 2, so it'll be 10 silver.
10 silver. That's lovely. All right.
And he gives you
you paying?
a big platter of small breads, cheeses, and meats. So, and then
Charcuterie board.
he quickly pours you the 3 ales and places them on the counter for you.
Wonderful. You are an absolute star. Thank you very much. I take it I can just sit anywhere like that. Like one of those tables over there. I like points to, like whatever might be available like over here.
Yeah,
for sitting
yeah.
there.
This is the map I was given for this, part.
No
so,
worries. It's all good.
Yeah, he's like, by all means, just don't sit over there. There's a important business meeting going on over there.
Oh no, of course. I would hate to intrude. So thank you very much for your service. I will let you know how it goes.
One last question. What's behind that door? And I point towards the door with the "Do not touch or you will die" sign.
Yeah, that's quite rude.
He rubs the back of his head. Let's just say it's the private quarters of the man in charge of this establishment. He doesn't really like people going near his things. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. Just, best that you don't touch, though.
Oh, I actually. Oops, sorry.
No, go
First.
ahead. Go ahead, Edison. Go ahead.
I was just gonna inquire because I heard some cheering.
Oh, yes, you must check out the fight when you have the time. We have them, only a couple times a week, but there's a doozy. We got a couple real tough fellows back there, and don't worry, nobody dies or anything like that, but it is quite brutal, and you'd be very interested to see it.
Can we bet?
You certainly can bet.
No fucking way. The green woman is a gambler. That's insane.
I mean, come on. One of the guys at the counter who's like wasted is like, come on, who watches fights without betting on it, right, boys?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. After we've had our drinks and we've had our food, then we'll go check out the fight because I'm actually interested as well.
By all means.
All right, well, thank you for your service. And with that, I'm just going to, like, bring the other 2 over here and we're just going to, like, sit down and enjoy our assortment of cheeses, meats, and ale.
All right,
Yeah.
you 2 walk in. What happens with you 2?
So, the meeting in this table is this already going on?
You just see one person sitting there, so...
Okay.
Your assumption is as good as your assumption.
Okay. Then, in that case, I'm gonna walk over for now. I'm not gonna sit in one of the chairs. I'm just gonna get close enough. Well, actually, yeah, I probably will sit in this stool right here.
Okay,
And
you sit down. She gives you... She's staring daggers at you. Do you mind?
not at all. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did to the other guard and flash the mask.
Oh. Oh boy, it seems Talus isn't confident in my abilities to cinch this deal, and she sent some of her dogs to come do the dirty work.
Call it just making sure that we're getting what we need. Don't worry, we're not gonna interfere unless we really need to. But we haven't been introduced. My name is Daniel.
Yes, I will do quite well to try and remember it, as she, rolls her eyes. I am an Anastasia. I don't really care if you remember that or not either. Just note that I am in charge of this operation, understand me? I don't know what she promised you, but I am the one ensuring we get what we need. Thurston, that old fart, he'll take the deal because he knows it's his head, if not.
Speaking of which, What is this deal about anyways? What exactly is it that we're acquiring?
Oh, dear gods, you don't even know?
Talus didn't give me much information to go off of.
Of
just
course
to
you
stand
did.
guard.
I am here to acquire a rare artifact, one that we need to perform the ritual once it is complete. You don't even know about the ritual? How stupid are these new recruits these days? Do you even know what the point of all this is?
I have heard of the ritual if you would have given me a second.
You can tell he's getting a little testy right now.
And I understand what the I may be a new recruit, but I've been told what the meaning of this cult is. I understand there's a ritual. I don't know exactly what it's for, but I understand that the ultimate goal is to make sure that the dragons are the ones in charge of this world.
Well, Dragon specifically. It's Tiamat, you fools. The dragon goddess. She will rise in this world once again after having been banished so many years ago. I can't believe you don't even know that. That is Severin's plan. She promised him greatness. We will ride atop said dragons as the dragon goddess herself lays waste to this world and rebirths it anew. You should really stick to doing your research before you go on top secret missions like this.
So why do I have to hear it from you as opposed to Talus?
That wench, I can't wait to take her position from her. She is a mere idiot consort. She's not even one of the worm speakers. Only they are the ones truly worthy. I hope to aspire to be like them soon enough.
And how exactly is it that you got involved in this cult yourself?
When you live a life like I do, you seek out any avenue that will take you. Believe me, letting dragons rule this world is not my idea of a fun time, but... well, after you lose your mother in a raid, and then you spend your whole life dirt poor with everyone sneering at you in Alakara, eventually one just snaps, and it's when someone sits down like a black dragonborn and says, you have potential, you could be someone in the new world. Let's just say the promise of some wealth and the promise of not being laughed at the rest of my life stood true to me.
Black Dragonborn. I've seen them, but I've yet to learn. I've yet to meet them.
Her name is Resmir. She is one of the worm speakers I've told you of. She is one of our current leaders, and though Severin has ultimate say, I deem her the most worthy to be in charge.
That capable, huh?
Quite.
At least now I understand the hierarchy a little bit better.
Oh, you don't even know the hierarchy. There are various ranks. You must be nothing more than a new recruit.
Indeed. I only came into this cult a day or two ago.
Yes, you don't even hold a ranking. You are just simply a cultist member. The rankings go as that, then there are the Dragon Claws, the Dragon Wings, much like myself and Talus, the Dragon Fangs, the Dragon Souls, and then the Worm Speakers. There's only a handful of those, because they are the strongest and the wisest of us.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have you write all that down so that way I can...
I heard claws, wings, and then worm speakers.
It's worms, claws, wings, fangs, souls, worm speakers, right?
I'll send you the order as she spoke of it in the chat. Here you go.
Appreciate it.
That is, I don't know why it sends it like an image, but that is the hierarchy.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Fang, soul, and then worm speaker.
So based on what you fight, that's how difficult they get, so...
What ranking would you be?
I would consider myself a Dragon Wing at the time being, but I am quickly and close to my promotion.
And you get promoted, I assume, by completing certain jobs.
Indeed, you would need someone of a higher stature to give you the recommendation. And then, of course, various platoons of the cult are under the direct guise of one of the current 5 worm speakers.
So, when is this meeting taking place?
As soon as Thurston arrives, he has a deal set with me, but he is taking awfully long to bring what he procured.
Think you could be backing out?
Oh, believe me, we have offered him a fair sum of gold in exchange for the item he acquired, and if his options with us take the money and go, and hand over what is ours, or, well, that let's say this tavern won't be on many maps for much longer.
Alright. In that case, since you're the one above us, where do you want us positioned?
Well, let us see. I do not want to scare the old man, but I will need you at close. And she looks over and she points to the room with all the cheering. Stand on the other side of that doorway, why don't you? I already have one, and she gestures to the guy at the bar, in here with me, and he'll be stupid to bring all his guards with him. But you'll be far enough to be out of, to be within earshot, so he won't be fear, but quick enough to come in here should I need your assistance.
Got it. And I'll look to Bastok and motion to him to take guard over in this area.
No, I want both of you on the other side of that door, trust me.
Will be done.
So she wants you, the door between the two of you.
Okay.
Where are you going? She literally told you to go on the other side of the door.
Bro's on an
okay.
adventure.
Does that mechanical menace
going
even
where-
have ear scepters or not?
Well, to be fair, I was just looking. Daniel pointed me there, so I was going there.
Bro zoned out and didn't hear words.
I'm a visual learner.
So you guys close the door, and although you don't see everything, you do hear the cheering more so, and you see this just like this is just a storage room. I don't even have to really describe it to you. So
Yeah.
As both of them, as I see them walk away, I would like to cast Aid on the two of them. And... Edison or Sheldon. Sheldon, actually. Yeah, I'll do it on Daniel, on Spastok, and on Sheldon. So I weave around with my hands for a tiny bit, and all three of you feel as if you've suddenly gained more resolve, basically, and you can take more. So all of you have your hit point maximum increased by 5. And your current
temporarily,
hit points for the next 8 hours.
yeah,
Nice.
or until you long rest, I believe.
It just...
Or does it
I don't
not
know,
reset
that's-
on long rest?
I don't think it does, but long rests are longer than 8 hours anyways. So.
Right. I was just so that too, I guess, ends on long rest or in 8 hours. So,
Yeah.
so make a note that you have 5 extra health for the time.
Yeah,
being,
it's not
so.
temporary hit points, it's increasement to your hit
Yeah.
points. So you
Yeah.
can still
Because
get
you can
temporary
heal
hit
up
points.
to that number until the spell wears off. So, just
That's pretty sick.
make a note of
Yeah.
that.
It is sick.
Good old cleric. Let's go.
Yep. Okay. Let me check. Where's my thing? There
Can
we
I
go.
ask, this is gonna sound weird. Are there any loose stones about?
Give me a perception check.
10?
None that you
Just
see.
like little stones or something. Oh, okay.
Nothing. It's at least the ground seems to be well kept, even if the bar isn't. All right. As you two are waiting over there, and you hear the cheering in the other room, through the door, locking it behind him, comes an old man. He walks out. He nods at the barkeep, and he warily stares at Anastasia. But he does come over here to the three of you. Hi. Which one of you is with the association?
I'm with the Tavern Keepers Guild, sir.
Yes, indeed. Very excited. I was not made aware that we would be expecting someone.
Oh no, it's less of a matter of formality, and it's just more of a matter of, you know how it is. You'll have like some of us just coming out every now and then, just exploring the different areas and just seeing if everything's like up to regulation. So we just continue to spread it around the organization as it is. I've had a few people come to Alakara a few times and do it. It's common practice, I think.
Oh, of course. We've had some of your people here before. Normally we're given some kind of notice, but it does not matter. I hope the accommodations are to your liking. Have you been enjoying yourselves?
Oh, I must say, like, the selection of meat and cheese on this platter is absolutely lovely. The
It's
ale,
so
I'm
good.
I'm very curious about the ale's production because it's got that nice foam on top. Like, you get like some taverns, for example, you get some of the lower end ones in Westershin that just they don't do it right. But
Oh, of course.
this is nice.
I'm glad that you've been enjoying it so much. Yes, we procure it from a farm village not too far away from here. It's made with yeast. We're not changing that. It's made with the finest wheat and yeast you can imagine. It's all very natural, and although And he stares like daggers at the bartender, who starts wiping the table to make it cleaner, like yes, we never let the quality of at least our products slip, that is for sure. But I am glad it is to your liking, and you and your friends are more than welcome to spend as much time you need here. I hope you were given the 2 for 3 discount as well.
Yes, we were. It's I'm gonna be honest. Considering how big the platter is, I can only assume it would have been worth full price as it was. But I must say, the 2 for 3, it's a lovely touch.
Yes, I'm glad you like it. We like to have specials for very particular customers. Have you heard about the fight night that we have going on here?
Yes, my compatriots and I are just thinking of enjoying our snack and then our ale before we head out there ourselves. I do enjoy a good show after a meal.
Yes, please. I would be honored if you would accompany me. I was about to head out there in a couple minutes myself.
Tell you what, you let us finish up here, and as soon as we are done, we will join you out there, because I would not want to miss this.
By all means, yes, of course. If you'll excuse me for the time being.
Damn!
Oh, by all means.
Question. So your door. Why the murder?
I am a
Bit extreme.
I am a collector of sorts. I like to find some fine, rare items. Don't worry, all appropriated legally, of course. But
Of course.
this dwelling is not just my establishment, but also a home for me specifically. I built it from the ground up myself a long time ago, and I just don't like people snooping in my private quarters.
Totally reasonable.
And he kind of gestures around. You see some of the people here. They're not as dignified as yourselves, so, best to just open with threats rather than risk someone going in there when they shouldn't.
Yep, that makes sense. Well, cool thing you've got going here, and I go back to eating.
Thank you, my lady. It is always nice to have a pretty face to liven up the place. That is not him flirting, that's just him being nice and trying to sell you
I
more
kick
shit,
my
so.
feet.
I kick my feet, I twirl my hair, I giggle to myself under my breath.
I go touch Edison and I'm like, he just called me pretty.
with just like a ton of cheese in the mouth. You just call me pretty. All right. He goes to walk by, and as he tries to scurry past, she holds up her finger. Oh, Mr. Thurston, if it's not too much of a bother, I would like to get things underway here. The deal will go through, but first I must see to the fight. I have the object on my person. No need to worry about it. You will get it in due time. I do not like to wait. The cult of the dragon can be unforgiving to their patients. Believe me, the deal will go through as planned. Just give me a moment. He opens the door and he sees you two, and he jumps a little. He's like, gentlemen, and he just keeps walking on.
After
Can I roll sleight of hand to see if I can sneakily get it off of him?
You can certainly try.
And that's 20 for 24.
Not enough. That's not gonna be enough, is it?
I don't know. We'll find out.
You swipe his bag off of him without him noting. He has a little bag.
Oh,
in his
bag.
Yeah, you get a bag off him, and he just moseys on over here.
I would have liked to. Did we hear the conversation in our corner that the two of them had?
Loosely, you heard enough. Yeah, you didn't hear her say "Cult of the Dragon," but you heard that they have some sort of deal. So
I would have liked to check to see if I can see the thing that he's supposed to have on his person, like just inspect him, see like.
You did not see it on him.
Okay.
Even though he said he had it on him. So, are you gonna open the bag?
Yeah, actually, I'll check it first just to make sure it's actually in there.
Inside, you find a potion of invisibility.
Ooh.
You find roughly 86 gold.
Ooh.
Very nice.
And you find a pack of cigars to smoke.
But by the way, quick question.
No.
Yes, question?
How long are we continuing? Because I do have to wake up early tomorrow.
Well, you guys are killing me because I'm trying to get you to a certain point, and this is taking a while. So we're almost done. I'm trying to end us on a specific note for you guys. So, but give me like 5 more minutes, and it will probably be done.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I'm just gonna look towards Pilot. Stay here. It's not in the bag. I'm gonna go follow give him his bag back.
Okay. So hang on, I gotta do this properly. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, it's from my mom.
Holy shit.
No!
Spam
Yes, King's
Hello?
mom.
Hi.
He has signal.
How's it going? How's it going?
Oh,
Yes. Hi, King's mom.
Apparently, bro does not have signal.
Almost. We got.
There he goes.
yeah. I think he meant to mute us at this
Yeah.
time. It's kind of wondering. It's like, bruh.
Bro.
Okay, my pizza will be here soon.
Huge.
Let's go.
So, you're gonna follow him. Okay, what are the rest of you doing while he's being followed? Are you guys gonna just keep eating there, or are you gonna go with him, or are you gonna just
Well, I'm
hang
going to
out?
assume that, like, by the time that this is all wrapped up, like, we finished at least eating the cheese and meat, so I'm gonna finish off the rest of my pint before I, head on out to see the fight, as it were.
Okay. So
I'll-
you guys are you all gonna follow him, or do you need
Yeah, I'll follow as well, but I wouldn't have finished my ale. I just will take the cup with me.
You're more than welcome to do so.
Sheldon has downed 1 pint and is taking the other one with him.
What a guy! Fucking
Okay.
trooper.
Right before you get to the area, I'm gonna say you catch him, Daniel. So, are you gonna stop him, or are you just gonna follow him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, excuse me, sir.
Yes. What? Is that my bag?
It seems in your panic after seeing us, you dropped this.
Oh my. Thank you so much. And he just takes it back from you. Got some important stuff in here. Can't allow myself to lose it.
Indeed.
But anyway, are you coming to see the fight? It's very
I
exciting.
have some other bit. I will be in a second.
Very well. Well, I'll see you out there.
And I'll just turn and walk back and
Alright.
get out of these guys' way so they can pass by me.
Okay. So let me do
Edison
that.
moment.
As they pass by, I'll say to Edison,
I'll join you as soon as I can. Just let me wrap up here.
No worries, friend. Take your time.
Good luck.
Oh, sorry.
I was about to say Kieran's gonna say something about the tiefling.
every goddamn
Where?
time.
There just happens to be a teeth thing here, okay?
Oh, I wasn't implying anything else. I mean, just.
Is that the
Let me
same one we
just,
see in
Kieran
the
is-
city?
Kieran is
No.
sexually attracted to all tieflings.
Let me just fix
She's
my hair
short.
real quick. The horns are still
Your
there.
hair, your hair. Now that the blue streak is gone,
Yeah.
Well, half the blue streak
half,
is gone.
half the blue streak is gone. Yeah.
Let me just fix my hair. Let me just smell my breath real quick. Could be
Alright.
better.
What are you doing?
All right.
No.
So you guys gonna come out, and you can't see much from there. You got to step into the. It's not that deep, the water. You're just basically standing on the top of it. So, as you step out, you see the rest of the area is set in the riverbank. The water sitting like half a foot high. It's not that bad. A crowd of roughly 12 customers sit around watching. Well, you see two men, but you hear other fights in the distance. Apparently, there are several mini fights going on in this area. These two men are, well, this bugbear and this man are beating the stuffing out of each other. Surprisingly, although the bugbear is bigger, you watch as it misses a swing and the guy nails it several times in the gut, making it keel over. And then he just like kicks it like out of the way. And he's like, "Which one of you's next?" he says, gesturing off to like other action in this area. Everybody is hooting and hollering. They are cheering their asses off. Most of them are drunk or they're holding things and spilling it. You then hear some heavy footsteps approach this guy as he kind of takes a step back as he looks a little nervous. "Well, I suppose I'm your next challenger." And walking out, opposing this guy, let me get the piece here set up. You guys almost get surprised at the size of this man. He's a very tall and imposing Goliath with a thick graying beard and black tattoos around his arms and chest.
No.
No way.
I was
It's not
thinking-
that big.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
You're fucking with me.
How
How is he still alive? Is that spoiler?
Ow!
That's what I was wondering.
He readies his fist as he charges at the guy. Ah! And that's where we're ending today's session.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Can someone fill
So
me
when-
in? What happened?
This is
Nice.
Bjorn. This is fucking Joystick's
This is-
last character.
This is my
Ah.
character from the last campaign.
Which happened over 800 years ago.
And
Can we
like,
kill him?
Goliaths live as long as like humans and such.
no.
So like that's like only like 100 years, like max.
I mean, his beard is
no.
gray. It's gray, so, you know.
Okay, yes, but you also mentioned black tattoos on his arms and chest, and we know what that's about, King.
Oh.
Do we? I can't seem to remember what we're talking about. I have no idea.
Oh.